Good Monday afternoon. Welcome in to Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. We are very excited to be with you for the next 3 hours on a beautiful day here in East Tennessee. We have a lot to cover over the next 3 hours.
We do, my friend. We do. A lot of coaching moves in the SEC. And a coaching move was made here on Rocky Top.
Yep, with men's and women's basketball moves in the SEC.
That is correct, my friend. That is correct. Tennessee Lady Vols. We're going to get some full court pressing, 3-point shooting, defensive playing, fast pace. It's going to be fun. Well, as long as we win, that's the most important thing.
That will be the
Got to win.
Priority. But there can be some other objectives along the way. So Kim Caldwell was announced yesterday afternoon as the new head coach of the Lady Vols after a successful run at Glenville State and in 1 year at Marshall, going 26-7, reaching the NCAA tournament, having a big season in conference there in the Sun Belt, going 17-1. We had a call during the show last week asking about Kim Caldwell, Marshall's head coach. And I think we were both kind of skeptical at the time based on her resume and lack of results at a high level.
Zero results at a high level.
Yeah.
At this level.
Yeah, Marshall would still not count as a high level if we're talking Lady Vols basketball by comparison. Where she has coached, she has been extremely successful. She won a Division II national championship 2 years ago, went to another Final Four in 2023, and then again this past season did really well in her first season at Marshall. The stage is bigger now at Tennessee.
Whole lot bigger, and the fishbowl is clear as day. Not today in Knoxville, but you get what I'm saying. Pressure will be on, but this is why you want to coach. You want to coach at a place like Tennessee where there is pressure, because when you win, there's not going to be a better feeling in the world than winning at a place like Tennessee. So Danny White, I feel like his best sport to evaluate coaches is basketball. We saw him hire Nate Oates in the past. I think this is a Nate Oates hire for Danny White. Someone that not a lot of people know about, but you look at the makeup, you look at the ability to teach, have an innovative system that can produce wins, produce points, have butts in the seats. This reminds me a lot of the Josh Heupel hire, reminds me a lot of Nate Oates hire. And it's a surprising hire because you look at the lack of experience. But at the same time, if you know what you want, you know what you want. And I'm looking forward to seeing how we help her go get players from the portal. Because if we think someone who's never coached at this level is going to just walk into the portal and go, all right, come on now, get on in here, let's go, let's come to Tennessee. I don't think that's going to happen. It's going to take some support. It's going to take NIL. So whatever happened before in terms of NIL not being where it needed to be, remember we had a phone call last week talking about how other schools were able to come in and take some of our recruits that went on to other places and played well. That can't happen anymore. Like, I think
not if the goal is to compete for national titles.
No, I mean if you just want to win a couple games and all right, you made the Sweet 16. Let's do backflips and hey, you were competitive. But no,
but that's not the goal, right?
That's not the goal.
Kelly Harper go a week ago.
But if you really want to compete for championships, then you got to get the players to do so.
Her staff's going to matter a great deal, right? This is the path to Tennessee for Kim Caldwell. And again, everything she has accomplished has been very impressive. Mm-hmm. She played at Glenville State, coached at Ohio Valley and Sacramento State as an assistant coach.
Where's that?
Then took over her alma mater, Glenville State, and we went through the success she had. She won a national title at Glenville State, spent a year at Marshall, and now is at Tennessee. None of those schools are like the last one, the final one, being Tennessee.
Absolutely not.
None of that is to say she can't win at the highest level at Tennessee. The point is just it's very different. Tennessee is a very different place than where she has been. She'll also have resources. And you're talking about what she will need. Everything you just said is correct, and I agree with as well. But her resources will be far greater than anything she's had at her previous stops.
Yeah, 100%. Like, remember when Josh Heupel was hired and you had some of the Central Florida fans that were making fun of Tennessee, saying, oh, good luck, because he can't recruit. Well, he probably couldn't recruit at Central Florida. But here at Tennessee, he can go out and get Nico. He can go out and get a James Pierce. He can go out and get highly rated players because you have the tradition. You have other things that you can sell on top of NIL and all that good stuff. Well, Caldwell will have access to that as well, too. I mean, she'll have that. So the fact that she hasn't coached at this level doesn't necessarily scare me. I love her system. She's a winner, obviously. It's just that you ask the question, can she do it at this level? And we'll find out. How quick can she do it? Will it take a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? I mean, saw what she did at Marshall in just 1 year. You go out and get her some talent, get her players that fit what she wants to do through the portal, then there's no reason to believe that she can't be successful. Because this is not SEC baseball where out of top 10 teams is 6 from the SEC. This is not SEC football where you got to have a top recruiting class for 5 years straight to even have a chance to win at this level. There's a lot of parity. There's not a lot of parity, in women's basketball. There's a few really, really good teams. And there's a few really, really good, strong programs. So Tennessee is one of those. So they should be able to be a destination for a lot of really good players from the portal.
So the Tennessee Lady Vols have a basketball coach. Her name is Kim Caldwell. The Kentucky men's basketball team does not have a head coach, Swain. How about that news last night?
Y'all ran Cal out of Lexington. I hope you're proud of yourself, Kentucky fans. I hope you're proud of yourself. You better hope. You better hope you find the next great coach. Well, you're going to be like Tennessee was when they got rid of Coach Fulmer in 2008. Yeah, you better be careful. You better get this right. You better get it right. Now, I understand you want to make a change. I totally get it. I 1,000% get it. But you better make it right. Who you going to get?
John Calipari opting to make the move to Arkansas, so he will remain in the SEC. Will Kentucky hire a coach from the SEC? That is some of the talk right now.
Nathaniel Oates?
He just coached in the Final Four.
That's my first pick. We've talked about this before.
That would be my first pick as well.
Yeah, 100%.
If I'm Mitch Barnhart making the hire at Kentucky.
Big buyout, but you Kentucky. $18 million for a buyout. Nate Oates is a whole lot less than, 30-something it was going to take to buy out Coach Kyle?
Quick correction. My first pick would be coaching tonight, but I don't know why Dan Hurley would leave UConn to go to Kentucky. So he would be my first pick, but I would, I guess, check and find out quickly that he's not interested, and then I would pivot toward Nate Oates.
Them Southern folks will be clenching their pearls so fast if Dan Hurley came in there after the first day. Dan Hurley is a New Yorker, New Jersey guy.
Patino worked great there. Cal, he's got.
Speaking of Patino, leave players who are not in the portal alone, Rick Pitino. Alone. Leave them alone. Stop tampering out here, Rick Pitino. I saw the reports. You ain't slick, Rick. I ain't talking about the rapper either.
You sure he isn't? So what a time. We got a national title game. I think it happens tonight, 9:20. So it's tonight / tomorrow morning, as far as I'm concerned. So UConn versus Purdue for the title. 9:20. I know it's in Phoenix, but that's when it always tips off. What are we doing here? 3 o'clock yesterday for the women's game. People watched.
I'm fine. I'll be watching the game without kids awake. Interrupted me, so I'm happy with that.
So we've got that national title game tonight. Lady Vols have a new head coach, and Kentucky is looking for one to replace John Calipari, who will remain in the SEC. That's fun, too. Arkansas mixes things up because Arkansas basketball being interesting is fun for the league, and it became more interesting with Cal going there.
I can't wait for the first Arkansas press conference after a game where he says, they're young kids. I don't know. I mean, they're young. We'll figure it out.
So is he going to be pig suing at the press conference? I guess so, right?
That's part of the contract, I think. You gotta do that.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So someone photoshopped Coach Cal's face on Bobby Petrino's old photo where he was in the neck brace.
Okay. The internet's got to slow down sometimes.
This is not one of those times, Josh. Put the foot on the gas. That had me rolling.
We're full speed ahead on today's show, and we invite you to join us along the way. 865-656-9900. That's how you can join the ride, calling or texting in between now and 3 o'clock. David Cobb of CBS Sports will join us in less than 20 minutes. 12:30, he'll stop by to react to the Calipari news, talk about tonight's game, final thoughts on Tennessee's basketball season, and maybe more so heading into the offseason now for Tennessee basketball. David Cobb at 12:30, and we invite your thoughts, your calls, your texts along the way on Josh and Swain.
Caller 5 right now, 656 wins, qualifies for the Hoopty Madness prize pack. You could be the winner of 2 tickets to the 2024 Wells Fargo Championship and $1,000 to cover travel cost. Hoopty swag, including 2 paddle boards, a cooler, cornhole boards, and a patio umbrella. That's caller 5 right now, 656-9467.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Wilson Brothers Plumbing. I made a joke a moment ago. Beautiful day here in East Tennessee. Actually dealing with some of those April showers that you can expect. If April showers bring leaks as well as Mayflowers, Wilson Brothers Plumbing can fix those leaks for you. They can offer you service and the plumbing that you need, the kind of customer service you expect when you call Wilson Brothers Plumbing. They can help with a problem you run into, or if that thought gives you a little bit of concern, they can help with preventative service to make sure that you avoid potential problems. Call Wilson Brothers Plumbing, and you'll call a company with people that will be dependable and reliable. They are committed to craftsmanship at Wilson Brothers Plumbing, and I can tell you that from personal experience, having used Wilson Brothers Plumbing for help with a project at my home and help with a problem that we ran into at my home. Visit wilsonbrothersplumbing.com to learn more or to schedule service. That's wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. The proof is in the plumbing.
This has been a paid announcement.
Spring is here, and you're probably flipping through the television channels watching all the home improvement shows, right? Because you want to make your outdoor space look the absolute best. First phone call needs to be to Tennessee Home to my friend James Anthony. 304-0955. 20 years of experience, and how many fencing contractors in town can also turn around and build you the perfect deck for you to start making memories all throughout the spring and summer. James Anthony, the only phone call you need to make is to Tennessee Home. 304-0955 or TennesseeHome.us.
Spring fever is in the air, and that means a lot of people are going to be getting engaged this time of year. If you're going to be one of them, you got to talk to my guy, TK Wheeler, out at TK Wheeler Jewelers first. Hey, this is Heather. TK has been in business for over 40 years in the Oak Ridge community, and that means he knows what to keep in his store because he knows what she's going to love. It doesn't matter if you're just looking for a just because gift or a special occasion gift, or you're thinking about popping that big question and you need that perfect ring. The destination always the same. TK Wheeler Jewelers. He'll sit down with you himself and teach you how to buy a diamond. Yeah, what do all those C's mean? What are certifications? Different things like that. And then really get a dial on what your fiance's taste is. Is she a diamond halo engagement ring gal? Does she love the Diamond Eternity Band? Or what about the classic Diamond Solitaire? When you need the perfect ring, you need the perfect jewelry store. TK Wheeler Jewelers.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency on earth, and if you owe back taxes, the news isn't good. The IRS is raising the interest rate it charges on unpaid taxes, and further rate hikes are expected. Most people don't know it, but the IRS adds interest charges to your tax debts daily. So if you owe the IRS today, you'll owe even more tomorrow. And it doesn't stop until you get right with the IRS. The good news is getting right can start with one phone call to Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm. Optima's tax professionals specialize in the Fresh Start Initiative, a powerful IRS program that can save you thousands if you qualify. In fact, the experts at Optima have resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-410-6744. 800-410-6744. 800-410-6744.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Vol fans, this is VFL Chris Brown at Harper Volkswagen. We're excited to offer 0% financing on the 2024 Volkswagen Tiguan SUV and rates as low as 1.9% on the Made in Tennessee 2024 Volkswagen Atlas. Remember, Harper Auto Square is a proud partner of Tennessee Athletics and the #1 spot for Vol fans. Come see us and check out our extensive selection of new and pre-owned Volkswagens at Harper Volkswagen, 9901 Kingston Pike, or online at harpervw.com. Go Vols.
Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Once again, voted one of the top 25 sports midday shows in America by Barrett Sports Media.
Thanks for being with us on Josh and Swain on this Monday afternoon. We are on social media. Would love you to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Josh and Swain. Would love for you to join us. Call or text in at 865-656-9900. As Kentucky basketball is looking for a new coach today.
This is Jack Golke's fault.
He did this?
Yeah, he did this. It's his fault, man.
Oakland's three-point specialist.
I mean, we like when Kyle loses. It's hilarious as Tennessee fans. We liked helping him lose when we play them. But, I mean, we didn't want him to get fired or actually leave.
Correct me if I'm wrong. When Kentucky announced he was going to stay, and Kentucky did that officially. Mitch Barnhart made it official. John Calipari's coming back, and now he's not. He's going to Arkansas. I think you were good with that news.
I was happy. Yeah, I didn't want them to go out and hire Georgia's version of Kirby Smart. I wanted Mark Richt to stay there. As great as Mark Richt was, he wasn't dominating the SEC. He wasn't dominating like Kirby Smart's dominating. So I look at Coach Cal as Mark Richt. Like, he's good. He's a championship coach, but not going to scare you, not going to have a dynasty where it's impossible, it feels like, to win. Now, if Kentucky goes out and get Nate Oates or Dan Hurley, or goes out and get someone that can take that same talent and actually coach them to victories, then watch out. And it's not like Rick Barnes, spring chicken either. Like, he's not going to be here that much longer. So they'll be making a hire that's, if it works out, if it's good, he's going to be there for a long time, while Tennessee will be looking for the next coach after Rick Barnes. This is Golke's fault. This is Jack's fault. Oakland. It's y'all's fault.
And Nate Oates, 5 seasons at Alabama. Missed the tournament in the first season. There was no tournament that year, but they weren't going. They were 16 and 15. And since then, won the regular season SEC championship, reached the Sweet 16. Next year, made the NCAA tournament. Following year, won the SEC regular season championship, reached the Sweet 16. This past season, finished tied for second in the conference, reached the Final Four. That's who I'd call if I'm Kentucky, and I don't think that would be good for the rest of the league.
Yeah, I would call him first before Danny Hurley. But, I mean, I get calling Danny Hurley Hurley because he's going to win the second championship.
And I said I'd call Danny Hurley. It may not work out timing-wise. Like, if you're Kentucky and they're playing tonight and they win, he's not jumping from the win to Kentucky. He's going to go through the celebration process.
But why would he leave?
So then you're waiting a few days, and that could yes, exactly.
That makes no
he's
sense.
probably not going to go anyway.
That makes no sense.
I'd go after Nate Oates if I'm Kentucky.
It's like when people were like, well, you got to make a phone call to Dawn Staley. Okay, go ahead. You're wasting your time. Why would she leave? It makes no sense.
Right.
She's won 3 championships now. She has a dynasty. Why would she want to start over somewhere else when she's already on top? Like, that makes no sense. And for Danny Hurley,
she won't.
Yeah, for Danny Hurley, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, he is a New Yorker. That's what he is. His father, high school legend. I mean, I don't see Hurley being in the South. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense to me.
The only case I would make on why you would call to make sure is, what if there's some money issues? What if you can just blow him away with money that the Big East can't match for him? And that's why. But, again, I would expect the answer to be no, and I don't think the timing works out great anyway. How about Cal? He can still the spotlight. You might say that John Calipari has eclipsed all storylines today in the world of college basketball.
He did. Yeah, he did. Good one, Josh. Hurley's Jersey, New York area. So, same area right there. But, Josh, Cal has eclipsed the sports headlines. There you go.
Topic-based joke.
I'm aware, man. I've been in the car pickup line for as long as I need to be in the car pickup line.
We'll see what David Cobb thinks about the move to Arkansas for Cal, the impact on this vacancy at Kentucky, maybe how it affects Tennessee. Daryl in Riverside, California. Appreciate Daryl texting in all the way out there.
Daryl.
With regards to the Kim Caldwell hire, should fans read anything into when in the news cycle it was released just 2.5 hours before the national championship game?
It got no love during the game. 0. I don't read anything into it. Maybe there was an attempt to try to get some of that national championship talk your way. It just didn't work, but I don't know if that was the plan the entire time.
Yeah, my guess is it was done. It was starting to get out. She was flying to Knoxville, so they had the news ready to go. And I'm sure it can be deeper than that, but if she's coming to Knoxville, if the hire's made,
might as well let it fly.
Yep.
See what I did there? I didn't do anything.
Is it a plane reference?
I don't know what I did.
And we'll also dive into this, but happy game week. Orange and white game week for Tennessee. The Vols getting ready for the spring game coming up on Saturday.
It's a practice.
Last game for Tennessee football until late August.
It's practice.
Hardly even that. But there will be the orange and white game coming up on Saturday. Tennessee baseball takes 2 of 3 on the road. Never in doubt for Tennessee after Friday night. So they take 2 of 3 at Arkansas. Softball takes 2 of 3 over the weekend. Lady Vols basketball has a new coach. Tennessee men's basketball is off and running into the offseason, which we will discuss with David Cobb of CBS Sports covering college hoops. We'll see what his reaction is to the John Calipari news leaving Kentucky for Arkansas. There's a national title game tonight. Does Purdue have a shot at knocking off UConn? We'll see when we return right here on Josh and Swain.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
Tennessee has hired Kim Caldwell to be the next head coach of the Lady Vols basketball team. Caldwell comes to Tennessee after one season at Marshall, where the Thundering Herd won the Sun Belt Conference Championship and made the NCAA tournament. Prior to that, Caldwell spent 7 seasons at her alma mater, Glenville State, where she won the Division II National Championship in 2022 and made 2 Final Fours. John Calipari is leaving Kentucky after 15 seasons to become the next head coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Calipari replaces Eric Musselman, who left for USC last week. Calipari wraps up his Kentucky tenure with a 410 and 123 win-loss record, 4 Final Four appearances, and the 2012 National Championship. Tonight, the men's NCAA Tournament National Championship will be decided as a pair of number 1 seeds go head-to-head. Zach Edey and Purdue will take on reigning national champion UConn. Tip-off is at 9:20. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Smile and save this month with Hiller Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. From now until April 30th, take advantage of big savings on home systems. Enjoy up to $1,500 off select new HVAC systems, whole home water filtration and descalers, or select new whole home generators. If you've been waiting for that right time to upgrade or replace your systems, now is the time. Visit Hiller online, happyhiller.com today for more details.
This has been a paid announcement.
Hello, friends. This is Kevin Frazier with Frazier's Carpet One, and we're having a gargantuan grand reopening sale.
I like your style.
Carol and I are excited to announce our grand reopening. Frazier's has just renovated our entire flooring showroom and is celebrating with gargantuan savings. Come see Frazier's fabulous new showroom, introducing an entirely new way to buy flooring with cloud-based room visualizers and in-store video imaging. Not to mention gorgeous new displays of carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, high-density laminate, and more. Plus, no money down and free financing for 18 months. If you're even thinking about new flooring, now is the time to call Frazier's at 546-4850, and we'll come to you with free in-home estimates, free in-home shopping, and free in-home design consultation.
Frazier's, I like your style.
If you're looking to grow your business and reach more customers, get in touch with SlamDot. SlamDot can help you with website design and a digital marketing plan so that when someone is searching for your product or service, they're more likely to find you. SlamDot can design a plan tailored for you. SlamDot can help with whatever kind of budget you are working with, locally owned and operated with an in-house team that will focus on your needs. Get a free consultation up front. Go online to slamdot.com/Josh.
Are you still dreaming about a new kitchen, but you haven't called Kitchen Sales yet? What are you waiting for? Hey, this is Heather Harrington. The team at Kitchen Sales has been in business for over 55 years, and they can take your old, drab kitchen and make it look like it could be on the pages of a magazine. Kitchen Sales is truly one-stop shopping. They're going to lay out your new space. You're going to pick your cabinets, your countertops, your appliances, and hardware all right there in one of their 2 amazing showrooms. And you can even iron out all the money talk because you can get your financing done at Kitchen Sales too. They've got 2 great locations for you to get started. You can go to Hoyt Avenue, just off Cherry Street in downtown Knoxville, or out west in the Town and Country Circle near Best Buy. And remember, it doesn't matter if your budget is big or small, because they can beat salvage store pricing and go all the way up to a fully custom line of cabinetry. For more information, find them online at kitchensales.net.
This has been a paid advertisement.
Since 1956, Standard Kitchen and Bath has been serving the East Tennessee area with professional kitchen and bath sales and design. Family owned and operated, Larry Finley and his son Scott offer custom and affordable cabinetry lines from quality brands like Soul Design Cabinetry. From remodeling to new construction, the professionals at Standard Kitchen and Bath can help you design any space. Call 694-0068, standardkitchen.com, or stop by the showroom, Kingston Pike, next to Grayson Hyundai. They're not just selling cabinets, but designs and ideas that will transform your kitchen or bath into something you'll love.
This report is sponsored by Tire Rack. Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
Scattered showers and downpours continue as we head into the early afternoon, then tapering off, and we'll get a break through the overnight. High temperatures topping out into the lower 70s, though, for us. We are tracking even more rain on the way for your Tuesday, which you'll need to keep the rain gear and the umbrella handy. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jacob Durham.
All fact, no fluff. Honest, credible sports information from 2 guys that know the facts. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Next to VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain, I'm Josh Ward. It's a big day in college basketball, both with news and a national title game coming up tonight. So we're excited to welcome to the show David Cobb from CBSSports.com. He covers college hoops, covers college football as well. David, thanks for the time. As always, want to get to tonight's game. But before that, the news from last night that John Calipari is leaving Kentucky to go to Arkansas, so he stays in conference. The question from a few weeks ago, could they actually part? We get the answer there. What was your reaction to the news that Cal's going to leave, both from the angle of Arkansas, him going to that program, and then where it leaves Kentucky?
Yeah, the idea that John Calipari won't be Kentucky's coach next season wouldn't have been all that surprising in the immediate aftermath of their loss to Oakland. But to see the dominoes fall the way they did, him going to Arkansas, escaping Lexington without being fired, it's shocking. The idea that John Calipari will be on the sideline for another SEC school next year, it's sort of hard to wrap your mind around. I still can't really envision him in that Arkansas red and calling the Hogs and all that. It's sort of one of those things that you're going to have to really see it before I think you totally process it. It's a huge seismic move in college basketball, and there will be major reverberations from here as well, especially depending on who Kentucky hires.
If you are Kentucky, who are your first three phone calls?
Yeah, look, it's Kentucky. It's arguably the best job in college basketball. So I'm swinging big. I'm going for the fences. You've been absolved of that $30 million buyout that you would have had to pay to fire him. So that should free up some money for you to go after a big name. See if Billy Donovan wants to get back into college basketball. See if Brad Stevens wants to get back into college basketball. Probably not, but give him a call. And then another one, Jay Wright. He's doing a great job on the TV side, but the Kentucky job doesn't come open every day. And it's one of those positions that even a long-time established coach or somebody who's out of it right now might be interested in.
David Cobb is with us, CBSSports.com. So David, Swain and I both said that we would love the idea, from Kentucky's standpoint, if we're Kentucky, we would go after Nate Oates at Alabama. Are we starting too small? I don't know if that's the right description, but are we not thinking big enough with the starting point? I also said I'd be interested in checking on Danny Hurley. I would just expect to know very quickly.
Right. The thing that Kentucky has to offer that UConn doesn't with Hurley is the SEC resources and the borderline unlimited NIL resources relative to what you're going to have most other places. I know UConn's done a great job, but that's sort of a program without an economic engine because it doesn't play power conference football, which is a major revenue driver. So, maybe Hurley would take the call, but if he wins back-to-back national titles, it's going to be really difficult to pry him away. And then Nate Oates would be a solid triple. I mean, he would be a fantastic hire if they're able to lure him away. I know Alabama fans are going to say, well, he just signed a contract extension with us. His buyout is $18 million. Yes, that is true, but with the blank check that Kentucky has been given here, with John Calipari leaving for Arkansas, they don't have to worry about that Cal buyout anymore. Suddenly that $18 million to go out and get Nate Oates probably doesn't seem like all that much, because previously you were looking at 30 plus to fire Cal, then maybe 18 to go out and get a Nate Oates on his buyout. So Kentucky's in a wonderful position here. I know a lot of their fans are thrilled about this development, and I think if you're Mitch Barnhart in that athletic department, you have to feel like you've been given a new lease on life here.
David Cobb, CBSSports.com. How do you think Cal will do at Arkansas, by the way, before we move forward? Because the last few years didn't go the way he hoped and Kentucky hoped, but we've seen coaches reset and things can go in a better direction. Does that happen here? What do you think?
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that John Calipari is going to continue to attract elite talent. He's going to bring a lot of these guys who are a part of Kentucky's highly ranked recruiting class with him. He'll be able to land big transfers, just like Eric Musselman did at Arkansas. Eric Musselman was great in the transfer portal. Eric Musselman recruited really highly touted prospects out of high school at Arkansas. So then the question becomes for me, what is John Calipari's on-court identity? And when they got into NCAA tournament games against some of these lower-seeded teams over the last several years, they looked ill-prepared or just kind of overwhelmed by the moment. And so, sort of who is Cal when it comes to the X's and O's and the schematics of this sport? Because we've seen him evolve and sort of, go big man oriented with Oscar Tshiebwe, and then this past year they were a 3-point oriented team that was very much based around their perimeter players at Kentucky. So what is his identity? Does he still have the ability to get a group of talented players and coach them up in a way that they can make a run in the NCAA tournament? That's still the same question we would have been asking if he was at Kentucky. And I think it's going to be the same question we ask at Arkansas, because the level of talent that he'll get there will be comparable to what he's always had. It's just, at this point, what have we seen in the last 5 or 6 years that leads us to believe that he'll be able to do something with that talent?
UConn tonight, Purdue. What stands out to you the most about this matchup?
Well, you got to love the clash of the giants. 7'4" Zach Edey against 7'2" Donovan Clingan at UConn. That's a phenomenal matchup. Two of the best centers in college basketball. Donovan Clingan, one of very few in this sport who can really maybe frustrate or challenge Zach Edey in the paint defensively. So that will be a sort of blockbuster element of this. And then, of course, I'm curious to see sort of how Purdue's guards handle the elite level talent that UConn has in its backcourt, because the Huskies have a lottery pick there in Stephon Castle. They have a fifth-year senior in Tristan Newton, who scored 19 points in last year's national championship game. And they got a sharpshooter in Cam Spencer who spews trash talk. And so these Purdue guards, they're steady, but they haven't been spectacular. And Braden Smith in particular is coming off of a pretty bad game against NC State. So curious to see if or how he rises, to kind of meet that challenge that UConn will present.
I mean, this is potentially a historic run, isn't it? If UConn is able to wrap things up tonight, they've not only won a national title back-to-back years. If they win tonight, they will have done it in dominant fashion. They haven't really been tested in the previous 11 games. Yeah, it's incredible what Dan Hurley has built at UConn. So obviously Florida was the last to do it back-to-back in 06 and 07. Prior to that, you got to go all the way back to a team that Bobby Hurley played on at Duke in the early 90s, and one of those sort of quintessential Mike Krzyzewski runs to find another team that did it back-to-back. So there's a good chance that if things go the way Vegas thinks it does tonight, that we end up with the Hurley brothers playing a huge part in 2 of the last 3 repeats in college basketball. So, yeah, it's unreal, because this UConn team, they lost some key pieces from last year's squad. Andre Jackson, Jordan Hawkins, pivotal players a year ago. The list goes on, and they were able to reload. And, of course, they brought back Tristan Newton. They brought back Donovan Clingan. They brought back Alex Caravan. But the way Dan Hurley was able to plug the holes around them with some of those guys that he lost. Adama Sanogo, I didn't even mention. He was the most outstanding player a year ago, and he's gone. So you lose 3 guys like that, and you're right back here and arguably even better than you were a year ago. It's unbelievable. David Cobb, CBSSports.com. We talked to you about Tennessee's basketball run along the way this season. It ended in the Elite Eight, second time in school history. The season, the storyline with Tennessee this year, what did you take away from the season for Tennessee basketball?
What a great year. I mean, anytime you can win an SEC title, a conference title, that's big time. Tennessee did that, matched the deepest NCAA tournament run in program history, and then you ran into a team that's playing in the national title game, a team that has the 2-time reigning National Player of the Year. I mean, Zach Edey is the first player in over 40 years to repeat as the Naismith Award winner. You ran into that guy. You gave him an incredible game. You were there until the final minute. It was a special season, one worth remembering for Tennessee. I think this season will forever go down as the Dalton Connect year, because that guy's going to go on to do a lot in the NBA. And every night he's playing in that league, they're going to say Dalton Connect out of Tennessee, and that's going to continue to reverberate and bring positive things for this program in the years to come.
What's your opinion on Tennessee's lady hoops hire, going out and getting Kim Caldwell from Marshall? Not a lot of experience, but she has won big recently.
Yeah, would the men have ever hired a non-Power 5 coach? Boy, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
David.
No, I'm kidding. But I'm cautiously optimistic. Danny White has earned the benefit of the doubt on a hire like this. And so, sure, you'd like to see that big splash. This is somebody that everybody, myself included, had to go out and Google and study up on the Wikipedia to learn about. I mean, it is what it is, but did we know who Tony Vitello was when Tennessee hired him? Just because it's not a household name doesn't mean she can't be a winner. She's young. She's won everywhere she's been. So certainly worth a shot for the Lady Vols.
David, any big picture thoughts with Rick Barnes' offseason, having to replace Dalton now that he's headed to the NBA, Vescovy and Josiah, who played a lot of games? In the college basketball world, you know better than us, it's difficult to make any assumptions with anybody's roster, right, until I guess you get to practice in the fall semester. But what do you think Rick Barnes is looking at in trying to replace some of those guys and then maybe build around Zakai Ziegler or Jemai Meshack coming back?
Yeah, I mean, I think the ingredients are there for Tennessee to be really elite defensively yet again, but you need to go find some buckets in the portal. That would be top of my to-do list if I were that Tennessee staff. Obviously, with what you lose there in Dalton Connect, you got a lot to replace, and maybe that's not the job of one person. It's almost certainly not the job of one person, but you can go out and find 2 or 3 high-quality, proven college basketball players in this portal to sort of supplement that core. I think that's what they'll do. And then, of course, kind of replacing that utilitarian role that Josiah Jordan-James played. I don't think that's necessarily the easiest task because at 6'7", 6'8", I thought he was able to swap between the 3 and the 4 in their lineup. I thought playing him at the 4 really paid great dividends for Tennessee. If you can find a player like that in the portal with that versatility, I think that really helps as well.
David, anything to plug out the doors? I know CBS will be heavily involved with coverage of tonight's game.
Yeah, absolutely. My travel run came to an end in Detroit last weekend, just as Tennessee's did. But, yeah, I'll be helping from home tonight while the guys out on scene have a lot of coverage. And then my big thing this time of year is ranking the transfers. I've got 50 ranked right now. That list will probably grow and continue to expand in the weeks ahead.
Swain, you're going to go scout that list?
Does Rick Barnes have that list?
He doesn't need it, man. He's smarter than me.
All right. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, isn't it true that coaches at the tournament, so you're there, either it's the first weekend or even second, Sweet 16, Elite 8, coaches are spending part of their time scouting, preparing for the upcoming game in the next 24 to 48 hours, and checking in on who's available in the transfer portal because they have to start getting ready for next year's roster at the same time?
It's crazy. I mean, Alabama's a great example. They got a commitment from this kid from Pepperdine, like, during the first weekend of the NCAA tournament games. They're actively game planning and scouting while scouring the portal for next year's roster. It's wild. These coaches don't love it, but if you want to win, you got to be in the portal. And so, it's just the way it is now. So you got to kind of be dual tracking there, and it's tough.
Where was Dalton Connect on the list from last year, David?
Yeah, you had to bring that up, man.
I'm sorry.
I had him on the list. Thank goodness.
Okay.
Right? But yeah, he was in the 40s. I mean, you don't know when you get these mid-major players who transfer up, unless you spend an hour or more on a guy and have good connections in the league where they played, and you can get some good intel that way. It's hard to know for sure. I'm grateful. I'm so glad I ranked him at all, right? Because you get a lot of these high volume scorers from the mid-major ranks, and you're not always sure what to do with them. The thing that put Dalton Connect over the top and in the rankings for me was the size and the high percentage on high volume. If you're 6'6" and you're high percentage on high volume, you got a really good chance to be in my rankings. And obviously I should have had Dalton Connect even higher.
He had him coming to Tennessee. So go look at the scouting report. You will find the next Dalton Connect from David Cobb, part of the great college basketball coverage at CBSSports.com. David, great stuff as always. Thanks so much for hopping on with us today, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, guys.
David Cobb joining us here on Josh and Swain, all guests on the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline. You think those NCAA tournament games in the handshake line afterward, you have an assistant coach passing by, like, check your DMs later?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I was fine with the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 games. Loss against Purdue this past week until y'all start bringing it back up. I'm having flashbacks. Thanks a lot, guys. You and David Cobb, appreciate it.
Well, you don't want to bury anything. And I'm afraid you might have buried something there.
Oh, it was buried. It was buried for sure. But hey, it's all good. It was a good time to revisit a great season, great run, put things in perspective, going up against a dominant forces at 80.
Now Zach Edey takes on UConn, as dominant of a college basketball force
points.
as we have seen in some time. We'll come back. Plenty of time for you to join us. Call or text in. Text box is open at 865-6.
Load our Sports Animal app, and we're there 24/7.
What's up, Vol Nation? It's VFL Josh Dobbs. On April 11th and 12th, I will be hosting the 3rd annual Joshua Dobbs Extraordinary Charitable Golf Classic at Tennessee National Golf Club, and they're hosting us at their brand new clubhouse. The day will be filled with competitive golf, trips down memory lane, and some great community bonding with an award ceremony and private concert featuring Elijah Wise and Knoxville's favorite son, Thomas Edwards. If you want your team to participate, visit our website at extraordinarydobbsfoundation.org. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone April 11th and 12th. Go Vols!
You're either in or you're out. And some things need to be kept in. And some things need to be kept out. Whether it's for safety, curb appeal, or privacy, Cantrell Fence Company separates the in from the out. Aluminum, wood, vinyl, or chain link, we can meet your needs. Let us help you keep what's important in and the rest out. Get your instant estimate today at CantrellFence.com. Vol Baseball is back on 99.1 The Sports Animal. And Ted Russell Ford want to give you a chance to win a porch for you and your crew to watch a Vols game this season. Check out 99.1 thesportsanimal.com and get signed up. And you could be cheering on the Vols from the outfield while enjoying this unique fan experience with you and your friends. So batter up, good luck, and go Vols. From Ted Russell Ford in 99.1 The Sports Animal.
It's time to refresh your home for spring with Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. You know, traditional carpet cleaners, they use soaps, harsh chemicals that can leave sticky residue and attach dirt over time. When you call the experts at Zero Res, you're going to enjoy services that stay cleaner longer without dirt attracting residue. And right now, when you mention me, Tyler Ivinson, Sports Animal, you're going to get 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $119. Hurry, book online now at ZeroResKnoxville.com.
I like to be active, and as you get older, I know it because I am older. You're more prone to injury, and I could not get rid of the pain.
QC Kinetics patient Diane Richardson talking about how a hiking injury left her in awful pain.
No one wants to live in pain. I certainly don't want to live in pain. I don't have time for pain.
Diane had heard about regenerative medicine, so she called QC Kinetics and started treatment right away. And the results were incredible.
I couldn't believe it. I honestly was skeptical, but the pain went from a 10 to a 0.
QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in using natural biologics, healing properties from your own body to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. There's no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
The result was phenomenal. I mean, I was not feeling any pain. I'm able to do everything that I want to do.
If you have pain from arthritis or injury, this may be the solution you're looking for. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation.
It was a game changer.
Call QC Kinetics, 865-238-4799. That's 865-238-4799. 865-238-4799.
Hello, friends. This is Kevin Frazier, and we're having a gargantuan grand reopening sale at Frazier's Carpet One. Frazier's has just totally renovated our entire store, and we're celebrating by putting everything on sale, whether it's carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, ceramic, laminate, and more. It's all on sale. Plus, no money down and free financing for 18 months. If you're even thinking about new flooring, now is the time to call Frazier's at 546-4850. Let us come to you first. Let us make it easy. Our brand new showroom is packed to the rafters with inventory, and we need to get it gone. So everything is on sale for our biggest sale ever.
I like your style.
It's a gargantuan grand reopening sale from Frazier's Carpet One.
Is retirement on the horizon? If so, this message is for you. This is Eric Ainge with Senior Benefit Inc. And SBI, they specialize and can help with all things Medicare. Leaving your group coverage and entering the Medicare free-for-all can be frustrating. It can be confusing, and Senior Benefit knows that. Don't make the difficult decisions alone. Do it with Senior Benefit Inc. Their services are free, confidential, whether you purchase a policy or not. They accept appointments in person. Give them a call, 865-862-4298, or online at SBI.com.
This is Michael Jenkins helping you beat the books with BetQL. Tonight is the night, the national championship. The Boilermakers will be looking for their first title in school history, while the Huskies are looking to be the first to repeat since the 06-07 Florida Gators. Purdue has gone under in every tournament game except for one, while UConn has gone under in every tournament game. With Zach Edey and Donovan Clingan in the middle, driving to the lane will not be easy. You add in the depth of a football stadium and a slower pace of play, and you have a recipe for an under. Don't forget to bet smarter and beat the books with BetQL, and download the BetMGM app today.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Next to VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain, I'm
Hello.
Josh Ward.
Hello.
Hope you had a great weekend. It goes for you and everybody else, Swain.
Yeah, man. Planted some hydrangeas and been looking at Japanese maples trees.
Japanese maples are no joke.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Laid down some mulch. Just had a great weekend.
Man.
What about you?
That's high-class living, by the way, right there.
No, I did it. I didn't pay for somebody else to do it.
Okay.
Like out in Farragut.
I just know I know what a Japanese maple can do to property value. So
I'm trying to
must be nice over there.
I'm trying to be like you, man.
Must be nice.
I'll be like you.
Would Dallin Hayden be a nice addition to Tennessee's running back room, as reports have come out in the last half hour or so that he will enter his name into the transfer portal? He is a running back at Ohio State. He is the son of Aaron Hayden, a former Tennessee great running back.
What's that one movie? Not one movie, but that one song. I'm not much of a singer, but it goes a little bit like, I'm coming home, tell the world I'm coming home. It's time for Dallin Hayden to come on home. I can play the music as he approaches Knoxville for his visit. In this case, you've been in Knoxville enough. You don't need to visit. Just come on. This is a perfect scenario.
Doesn't it seem perfect
for both parties?
Tennessee has a clear need at running back.
Clear.
There is essentially guaranteed playing time. In the room. I know you have to go through the competition. I can tell you how that's going to go.
Well, yeah, whatever.
And he's a legacy.
We can't promise you that you're going to play, but, I mean, if you work hard and you do everything right, you'll play.
I forgot.
Whatever.
I'm not coaching. There is guaranteed playing time.
There's guaranteed playing time. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he is a legacy player, his father having started at Tennessee, and he would be entering an offense that is full go, that runs the ball.
Yep. And he's going to fall forward, and he brings a level of physicality that maybe you don't have right now. I know Dylan Sampson runs hard. I know he's strong, but he's not the biggest back. And so you add a different tool in the toolbox for situations that may warrant a bigger back. And so Cam Selden is going to be out for a significant amount of time with a shoulder. You don't know when he's going to be back. And I was telling you during the break, if I'm Selden, I don't rush it. And if I need the red shirt, then I need the red shirt. Like, you're a running back, man. You can't play around with your shoulder. You cannot play around with that thing. And if I'm Jabari Small, I'm telling Selden, man, you better make sure it's 100% before you come back. 100%. Don't play around with this thing. And so if the freshman backs, if they wow and look great, cool. Like you'll get some playing time. But if not, you have someone that has experience, that knows what it's like playing at the University of Tennessee because his dad did it at a high level here. So I just think this is a no-brainer. Hopefully no bridges were burned when Dallin Hayden decided to go to Ohio State at the beginning, but it shouldn't be because I don't blame him. I remember when Trey Smith was picking between Ohio State and Alabama, and I would have understood 100% if he would have picked Alabama or Ohio State.
Yeah.
Because we just wasn't good at that time. And Dallin Hayden picked a program that was in a better shape than Tennessee at the time.
Will Dallin Hayden choose to come home? Tracy says,
needs to.
Number one, please don't quit your day job.
I'm coming home.
We'll come back on Josh and Swain.
Don't be hating.
What is the greatest health hack of 2024? Transforming your water by installing an Aqua Clear water system. This is the easiest one thing you can do for your health. It begins in the shower with Aqua Clear water. You have healthier and softer skin. No scaly snake legs. Your feet and hands won't be all cracked and busted up, just soft and conditioned. And ladies, your hair will look amazing. And guys, your bald head will be even shinier. And when you taste that delicious ice-cold drinking water, you'll feel safer knowing it's not full of chlorine, forever chemicals, and metals. So let's be safer and healthier this year. The only thing you have to lift is the phone and call us. Or push the keys on the keyboard to sign up at our website, aquaclearws.com. That's aquaclearws.com.
Hound Dogs, Knoxville's oldest privately owned UT fan shop, is your one-stop shop for any Big Orange fan. Hound Dogs has all your Vol swag from head to toe, from the backyard to the man cave. New stock items come in every day, and items for your little Vol fans. Hound Dogs is located on Cedar Bluff at Kingston Pike, or online at hdknoxville.com. Join their VIP club and get info on exclusive specials and events. Get your orange on at Hound Dogs.
Fairways and Greens is up their game and now offers TrackMan technology with their indoor simulators and outdoor TrackMan range. Get your practice feedback by using TrackMan's radar technology, providing up to 26 data points and taking your game from good to great. Capture and view tour-level ball data, play top-ranked virtual courses, or have a blast playing interactive games. The ultimate range experience is at Fairways and Greens. Visit today or go online at fairwaysandgreens.com.
Yep, that's the relaxing sound of being a landlord. Well, assuming that Heritage Realty is your property manager, thanks to Heritage Realty, the only work you have to do is get up and walk to the mailbox and get a rent check. No more phone calls in the middle of the night. Heritage Realty takes care of those, and they inspect your properties throughout the year to stay prepared. HeritageRealtyKnox.com. Maintenance, inspections, and financial experts at your service. HeritageRealtyKnox.com.
Caduza.
Cadoozy? It's Cadunza. No matter how you pronounce it. Our mission is to provide an experience as unique as our name. If you own a BMW, Mercedes, Audi, Mini Cooper, Volkswagen, and yes, even Land Rover, Cadunza offers a superior level of customer service that is relationship driven. Cadunza is more than just some garage that fixes cars. Check us out at multiple locations or at cadunza.com. Kadunza.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Minimum purchase required. Interest accrues from date of purchase but is waived if paid within promotional period. Go to windowappointmentnow.com for full offer details.
Attention homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? Fog between the glass? Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's time to replace. And right now you can get a free in-home window consultation and free price quote from Renewal by Andersen. Plus, with our spring savings event, you can buy one window or door and get one 40% off when you buy 4 or more units. Just text OLD to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality affordable windows or patio doors for no dollars down, no monthly payments, and no interest for a year. That's right, you don't pay a dime for an entire year. Text OLD to 200-300 to buy one window or door and get one 40% off. And right now, save an extra $30 off every unit. Hurry, this incredible offer is only in April. Text OLD to 200-300. Text the word OLD to 200-300. OLD to 200-300.
This
This is WNML FM Friendsville, WNML AM Knoxville, Cumulus Media Stations, broadcasting worldwide from the Budweiser Studios. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with a CBS Sports Minute. John Calipari loved to brag about how much his Kentucky players went on to make in the NBA, but that turned out to be a problem for the program. The formula for winning titles flipped during Cal's reign. Older teams without future pros actually win titles. Calipari never adjusted. Now he's reportedly leaving Kentucky for Arkansas. We'll see if he can adjust in his new home. I'm Andrew Perloff.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Back to begin hour number 2 of Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. 1 hour down, 2 to go on a news-filled Monday. College football is a 12-month-a-year sport. College basketball stretching out as well.
Yeah, I mean, 2 ADs that made public statements about their coaches staying, only to leave. Arkansas's AD, your check, but, man, did he do a good job of pulling Calipari, and I don't know how much you give him credit for. It's the billionaire booster that Arkansas that made that happen. But
there's some of the Tyson and Walmart money.
Yeah, so I mean he's AD, so I guess you give him credit. And then you have Kentucky's AD, Mitch Barnhart, who came out and said that Coach Cal was staying, and Coach Cal was like, he hit him with that Magic Johnson meme where he's like, Not staying. I'm gone.
The Billy Donovan idea, we've talked about Nate Oates. What do you think of the Billy Donovan idea that David Cobb suggested earlier?
College basketball is different now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Billy Donovan has been in the NBA for a while. So college basketball doesn't look anywhere close to what it did when he was here at Florida. So that doesn't necessarily scare me and freak me out. It's the people that have mastered coaching in this climate of college basketball. Like Nate Oates has all but mastered. All he has to do is win a championship, but he's doing a lot of really great things at Alabama that doesn't have nearly the resources that a Kentucky would have. So him and Hurley, getting those coaches would scare me if I'm a rival of Kentucky.
Yeah, I'd still lean Nate Oates if I'm Kentucky.
If I'm Kentucky, I would reach out to Bruce Pearl too.
I mean, Jay Wright's interesting. I guess I would just find that so unlikely. Yeah, Pearl.
Yeah. Like Oates and Pearl would be like 4 and 5 or 5 and 6, but like I think Oates and Pearl deserve that courtesy call. I do. What they've done at Alabama and Auburn is remarkable. I couldn't imagine Pearl at Kentucky though. That would be,
sure you can.
That would be weird. That would be too weird.
Oh, it'd be weird. Yeah. Okay. From your seat, VFL, former Tennessee football player, supporter of the Vols, who would you least like to see them hire in this conversation that we're having?
Danny Hurley and Nate Oates. Like, that's why I like the women's basketball hire, because you don't think players want to play in that system Alabama plays? You can either shoot three-pointers or layups. Huh. You got the green light to jack them up at any time? Oh, my God, that's a shooter's dream. Look what Caitlin Clark has done. Man, she hit one from the logo yesterday. It was ridiculous. So you have all these girls that want to shoot the ball like Caitlin Clark. And looking at Caldwell's track record, Kim Caldwell's track record, she wants that ball go up. Marshall was, third in the country at three-point makes last year? No, fourth, I want to say. And no, third in three-point makes. Iowa was number one, and then Montana was second. Marshall was third, and then Marshall was fourth in scoring. And the only three teams that were above Marshall in scoring, one won a national championship in South Carolina, the other played for a national championship at Iowa, and the other won a championship last year and was in the Elite Eight in LSU. So her style of play is going to attract a certain type of player, especially AAU ballers. You look at Nate Oates, that's a fun system to want to play in. You take that and then combine it with Kentucky, a place that has been a farm system for NBA talent. Go look at the NBA. What do? Jack up threes and layups. So Nate Oates has a philosophy that matches the NBA. I don't want to see Nate Oates at Kentucky. No, sir.
Yeah, that's the correct answer. You shouldn't.
No, sir. Everybody else, like Kentucky's not going to have the same issues they had under Cal. They're not going to allow themselves to be the laughingstock of college basketball during tournament anymore. Like they're going to be, I think, better in the tournament. Tennessee just better make sure that when Rick Barnes steps away, that you're ready to make a equally huge hire, so that way you don't fall off that much. That's my short-term and long-term thought process.
Yeah, I'm sure Danny White's already planning for whenever that day will come. Who knows what route he'll go at the time, and how long that will be will affect it too. But he might go for another coach that he won't be at the top of fans' list at the time. Like, not that the amount of women's coaches are known as well as in the men's game, but nobody 7 days ago from the Tennessee fan base said, okay, Kelly Harper's out, we got to go get Kim Caldwell. No, nobody thought that.
No. I mean, I didn't think Tennessee was going to go out and go command a basketball coach of Kim Mulkey's stature and pay her $2-3 million. I just didn't see that. It just didn't make sense to me when you look at what you're paying your football coach, what you're paying your basketball coach, all the renovations, things you have to do. Baseball renovations were in one place, and then the team went on a run, and then we pumped another $100 million into the project, and you have to renovate that because the demand is there. So, like, I don't know where people think all this money's going to come from. It ain't monopoly money. Like, it's real money. I just didn't see how Tennessee was going to go out there and hire a $2.5-3 million basketball coach on the women's side. I just didn't see it.
Yeah, like with Dawn Staley, she's already in a perfect place for her. They just completed an undefeated season to win another national title, and she already makes a ton of money.
Yeah. I just didn't see that. So the hire didn't surprise me one bit. But
Undefeated season, by the way.
I did have to Google, though.
Kim Caldwell?
Oh, yeah. Google,
yeah.
Bing. Mm-hmm. I even asked Jeeves. Remember Jeeves?
Of course.
Yeah, I had to ask him. He was like, Don't ask me. That's what he said.
Did Jeeves think you were still playing? How updated is Jeeves now?
I don't know, man. He's like, I don't know. Kim Caldwell is. Don't ask me.
Yeah, that's fair. She's Tennessee's new coach now.
Yeah, that's who she is. Jeez, you better recognize.
ChatGPT. Man, they botched your bio, didn't they?
What'd they say? I haven't checked.
Nothing accurate from what I can recall. We'll see if it's updated But Tennessee has a new women's basketball coach, Kim Caldwell. Arkansas's men's team has a new coach. His name is John Calipari, and Kentucky is searching for a coach. Pete Nakos of On3, he did tweet out that Tennessee is not expected to be an option for Dallin Hayden.
Boo. Anyways, listen. Who you think was walking around strutting that stuff this morning in Lexington, Kentucky?
Mark Stoops.
Mark Stoops, baby.
Is he coming for that NIL?
Mark Stoops. Yeah. Yeah, we got him out of there. NIL is all mine now. Mark Stoops outlasted Coach Kyle. How about that, man? How about that? Ain't that crazy? Mark Stoops walking around like he running things today.
It's got to be a weird time in Lexington right now because fans have spent the last, week and a half kind of buying back in. Okay, well, Cal's coming back. Let's round it up.
They ain't been buying back in, Josh. No, they haven't.
Well, what else is there to do? You got to buy back in.
No, they'd be like, oh, gosh. All right, let's see what he's going to do this next year. I don't know.
That's kind of what I meant. I should have said begrudgingly.
Okay, there you go.
Buying back in.
There you go. That's accurate.
ChatGPT, who is Jason Swain? The answer, Jason Swain is a former American football wide receiver who played college football at the University of Tennessee.
Pretty right. Accurate so far.
He was born on March 16th, 1983.
March?
Happy belated 41st birthday.
What?
I missed it. It does say that you were from Huntsville. That part is true.
March.
Swain played for the Tennessee Volunteers from 2003 to 2006, which I believe is correct, where he had a successful career as a wide receiver. After college, he went on to play professionally in the NFL for the Chicago Bears and the Arena Football League's Utah Blaze.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here, dude.
Oh, man, that is beautiful.
Utah Blaze.
That's what it says.
No.
We'll continue and invite you to join us at 865-656-9900 next to former University of Tennessee as well as Chicago Bears and Utah Blaze wide receiver Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward. We'll continue on Josh and Swain.
I've heard it said that streaming the sports animal has replaced the old wanna Netflix and chill. Well, it was me that said that, but I've heard it said. I do spend most evenings alone now that I think about it.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Ted Russell Ford and Ted Russell Lincoln. They have the spring sales event that you can take advantage of right now. Just a couple weeks ago, we were at Ted Russell Lincoln. They have brand new Nautilus vehicles that were on the lot that you can go check out. They have great interest rates that you can take advantage of, savings on brand new 2023 and 2024 new Lincoln models. Whether we're talking about the Nautilus or the Aviator, the Navigator, Ted Russell Lincoln with the beautiful brand new Lincoln vitrine on Kingston Pike right next to Ted Russell Ford is the black label dealer you go to find whatever option you're looking for. If you need it customized, Ted Russell Lincoln can help you with exactly what you're looking for. You're going to get great customer service when you shop at Ted Russell Lincoln, and the same applies to Ted Russell Ford, where you can save right now. Low interest rates and savings on brand new vehicles. You can shop on Parkside Drive and on Kingston Pike, locally owned and operated, where I have shopped at Ted Russell Ford and Ted Russell Lincoln.
This has been a paid announcement.
Elevate your products today with Native Nursery, now open to contractors and landscapers. We're your one-stop destination, offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. We'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you are a contractor or landscaper, make Native Nursery your go-to location today.
Call or come by and see Ben and Ted. 865-315-0123 and 3473 Louisville Road. 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit.
Join the sports animal at the Ken Joe on Robert C. Jackson Highway to, celebrate Tax Day. That's right. The sports animal will be live with Brian and Eric Ainge and with Josh and Swain from 9 to 3. You'll get a free Hershey payday if you got a refund or a Hershey Zero Bar if you had to pay. Enjoy the Granddaddy Pack, $15.99. That includes a Super Granddaddy sandwich, 2-liter Mountain Dew, a bag of Lay's potato chips, and a Super King Reese's Cup. Monday at the Ken Joe on Robert C. Jackson Drive in Maryville from 9 to 3.
The A.G. Hines Company, a fourth-generation family business backed by more than 100 years of customer service serving all East Tennessee. That's a century's worth of knowledge in material application, concrete, masonry, waterproofing, stucco eaves, slate roofing, and manufactured stone veneer. They have you covered with name brands like Nudura, Drive It, and Spec Mix. No job is too big or too small. They have the expertise to assist in all your residential or commercial construction needs. The A.G. Hines Company, building materials since anyone can remember.
Is your Moore's battery weak or dead after winter storage? Get your Moore ready for spring lawn maintenance at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, purchase any Superstart lawn and garden battery and get a $10 gift card after rebate. Choose Superstart batteries for power, performance, and reliability exclusively at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Starting with one store in 1978, Boot Barn has become the largest Western and workwear retailer in the nation. Supporting those who feed, build, and protect America, we offer the largest selection of cowboy boots, work boots, Western wear, workwear, and outdoor gear. With over 500,000 pairs of boots and thousands of top-quality jeans and clothing, it's an honor to support the people who make our country so great. Boot Barn. Keep West.
Every day is a good day to focus on your health. If you suffer from conditions like migraines, intestinal issues, body pain, or are always tired, call Doctors Jason and Alicia Bloom at Marble City Chiropractic. From newborns to 100 years, they give individualized chiropractic care based on your needs. They teach the 5 essentials of health and healing, creating a new mindset that focuses on nutrition, exercise, and spinal correction. For your consultation, please call Marble City Chiropractic at 865-766-2081 or go to marblecitychiropractic.com.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. You're listening to Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Thank you for being with us on Josh and Swain on this Monday afternoon, however you are tuning in. On 99.1 The Sports Animal, on AM 640, The Sports Monster. We are live every day in the Tri-Cities area as Brian Rice and Eric Ainge are in the morning leading into our start at 12 o'clock. We're live. You can watch on YouTube. Stop by the 99.1 Sports Animal YouTube channel. You can watch live. You can chat with us or others. As Tina said, I will not be watching the game tonight, and yes, I'm being petty. Some fans might tune out as a bit of a boycott. Others might tune in to pull for UConn, rooting against the Boilermakers. I think there could be some of that local flavor in the game with the 9:20 start time. We have another message. I don't think I'll be watching. I'm just not interested in the matchup. I will say the basketball matchup, I think, is quite interesting.
Great matchup.
Yeah. Those are two really good teams. UConn is going for a 12th straight NCAA tournament win. They won the tournament last year. Obviously, they're in the title game tonight. They've won all 11 games, Swain, by at least 13 points. UConn has not been tested yet. Alabama.
I'm aware of UConn winning by 14 points, Josh. I'm aware. Alabama, all they had to do was cover 11.5, but they just didn't want to do that.
You knew the number, huh?
Oh, I knew the number. Oh,
Yep.
yeah, I knew the number. Yep.
So they're on a bit of a run. 7.5 is the number for tonight. UConn favored against Purdue. But, again, there is I think there's a hard feeling that exists among Tennessee fans with the other side of the matchup opposite UConn.
I think if you're a basketball fan, you're watching this game. if you are not a real basketball fan, but you are a Tennessee fan and you watch basketball because Tennessee was good, probably not a game you're going to watch. But let me bring up one of the most foolish things I've ever heard.
Okay.
From your boy.
Uh-oh.
Zach Edey. Quote, everyone looks at us as the underdog, so we don't have anything to lose. Zach, the game. You have the game to lose. The national championship game. That's what you have to lose. You got a lot to lose. The whole season. You played awesome. You got to the championship game. Your goal is to win a championship. You're not St. Peter's or Oakland. You're number 1 seed. You have a lot to lose, Zach. The game. The national championship game, man. You know, sometimes we just things are just said just because you've heard it be said before. Somebody else said them. You're like, you know what? I'm going to say that.
Yeah,
I'm just going to let it fly. They said it. I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
No, you can't say that.
All right.
You can't say we have nothing to lose in a national championship game as a number 1 seed. What are you talking about, man? Just silly. Just silly. Silly talk. All right.
Actually, I mean, maybe it's been broached, but I would like to see that brought up with LeBron or Steph, KD. You feel like you guys have something to lose? Yeah.
You're the national 2-time player of the year.
Yeah.
Number 1 seed. Sitting up there talking about, we got nothing to lose. What? What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, I think that kind of statement is reserved for like a 16 seed.
Yeah, man.
Where getting to the tournament is the accomplishment.
If you're trying to say that to take the pressure off, say it to yourself. We don't want to hear it. It don't make any sense.
They are a case study. So far, both number 1 seeds that lost in the NCAA tournament made it to the national championship game the following season. Virginia lost to UMBC as a 1 seed and turned around and won the national title the next year. Purdue last year fell as a number 1 seed. They're playing for the national title tonight.
How many case studies did you just review and tell us about?
This is the second.
The second one?
Yep.
Yeah, let's keep it at 2. Go Huskies. I'll be watching. I'll be watching. As a petty Tennessee fan with my cup ready to fill them up.
Mark in Old North Knoxville, said, I would like to personally apologize to the Connecticut basketball team for not watching them this year before Saturday night. They are absolutely amazing and very well coached.
Oh, yeah.
Bama was on fire from behind the three-point line in the first half and trailing.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter.
They are amazing.
They are.
Yep.
They
and
are.
having to replace the key players they did from last year's team and then turn around and be better.
Who'd you pick to win that championship?
Me?
On your bracket.
Well, that's not a fair question.
Josh, I'm asking you a direct sports question on a sports show with your name on it. I need you to answer my question.
Okay.
Who did you pick for the national championship? I want the truth, Josh Ward, and I can handle it too.
I picked the University of North Carolina.
Why?
Well,
it doesn't really matter. You know who I picked? I picked UConn.
That doesn't count. Anybody can pick UConn.
Well, you didn't. Anybody besides yourself, you didn't pick them.
Yep. No, you're right.
If it's so obvious, why didn't you pick them?
No, I got to be honest with you.
Let me guess, you picked Iowa, Caitlin Clark last night too?
No, I picked South Carolina.
Okay.
Now.
All right, you were smart there.
Yeah, with a good amount of confidence. By the way, I watched UConn maybe the opening weekend, like round 2. First game didn't matter. Second round, I was like, that was stupid. They're going to win it all. just so obvious watching them along the way in the tournament. Now, at the start of the tournament, I did think Auburn had a good chance against them. And had they played, I think Auburn could have tested them. But I still probably would have been wrong. So, yeah, UConn was the pick. This team is just – it's better than everybody else. Maybe Purdue wins tonight, and it would be an upset. But UConn is the best team in college basketball, and I don't know how you can make a case for anybody else.
Yeah, I think UConn is 8-9 points better than Purdue. And I think UConn's guards will have Purdue's guards in the corner sucking their thumbs before the end of the game.
It's a tough matchup for them.
It's tough.
TN fan in the YouTube chat, there's a game tonight? And then Jackie said, I'll be watching the game and Monday Night Raw after an amazing WrestleMania this past weekend.
All right.
It's quite a sports weekend.
It is. It is. Got the big game this weekend, right? Tennessee and LSU.
Oh, the series coming up.
Baseball series.
Yeah, this upcoming weekend. Yeah, it's huge.
Oh, yeah. You weren't talking about the orange and white.
I thought we were still talking about the last 48 hours. No. Yeah, it's game week for Tennessee. Orange and white game is taking place Saturday at Neyland Stadium.
It's orange-white practice. You call it what you want to.
Better update the graphics. John in Fountain City, I may be vacuuming my driveway tonight. So some are in, some are out on the game tonight.
I'm thinking about planting some more fescue and watching it grow in the second half when UConn's up at 20.
So we had some, I can tell you off air as well, but maybe the listening audience wants to know. We had some yard ideas for you, some suggestions.
Oh, bring it on, man.
Some Carolina sapphire trees.
Oh, okay.
If you like the smell of cypress. That's from Cam and Powell.
All right, thank you. I'll look that up. Mm-hmm.
Not overly susceptible to windburn, and dog pee will not kill them.
Thanks.
So,
thank you.
Ace is good there with the Carolina sapphire trees.
I wasn't going to plant it in the back, but okay, cool. I just want some color, that's all.
Also, we had a question how much you charge to do yard work for others.
I don't do yard work for others. And collect money. I do it because I love it. It's for the love of the game, Josh Ward. It's for the love.
And then Nathan wants to know, Swain, is it safe to say Josh Heupel has eclipsed the last four head coaches at Tennessee? 865-656-9900. It is a big Monday here with a lot to cover still coming out of the weekend and looking ahead to tonight and the rest of the week. And we invite you to join us as we do so. 865-656-9900 to call or text in here on Josh and Swain.
What's up, Vol Nation? It's VFL Josh Dobbs. On April 11th and 12th, I'll be hosting the third annual Joshua Dobbs Extraordinary Charitable Golf Classic at Tennessee National Golf Club, and they're hosting us at their brand new clubhouse. The day will be filled with competitive golf, trips down memory lane, and some great community bonding with an award ceremony and private concert featuring Elijah Wise and Knoxville's favorite son, Thomas Edwards. If you want your team to participate, visit our website at extraordinarydobbsfoundation.org. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone April 11th and 12th. Go Vols.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
Tennessee has hired Kim Caldwell to be the next head coach of the Lady Vols basketball team. Caldwell comes to Tennessee after one season at Marshall, where the Thundering Herd won the Sun Belt Conference Championship and made the NCAA tournament. Prior to that, Caldwell spent 7 seasons at her alma mater, Glenville State, where she won the Division II National Championship in 2022 and made 2 Final Fours. John Calipari is leaving Kentucky after 15 seasons to become the next head coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Calipari replaces Eric Musselman, who left for USC last week. Calipari wraps up his Kentucky tenure with a 410 and 123 win-loss record, 4 Final Four appearances, and the 2012 National Championship. Tonight, the men's NCAA Tournament National Championship will be decided as a pair of number 1 seeds go head-to-head. Zach Edey and Purdue will take on reigning national champion UConn. Tip-off is at 9:20. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Fellas, if you've been feeling a little different, feeling tired, grumpy, you've noticed a lack of motivation and drive, maybe some weight gain, loss of muscle mass. These are signs, or could be signs of low testosterone levels. Now we have to get those levels checked. Very simple and easy to do at Low T Center. Simple blood tests. And with their on-site lab, you're going to get your results back in about 25 minutes. Low T Center is not like your typical doctor's office. It is concierge medicine for men. Their physicians specialize in treating low testosterone, and they've been doing this for years with most health insurance accepted. They have affordable and convenient treatment options, including physician-monitored self-inject treatments that ship right to you each and every month at your front door. There's no need to drive to the center for those weekly visits. Right now at Low T Center, it's only $25 to get your T-level tested. Make your health and quality of life a priority. Go to the website. That's lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online today. That's lowtcenter.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
It's time to refresh your home for spring with Zero Res carpet and air duct cleaning. You know, traditional carpet cleaners, they use soaps, harsh chemicals that can leave sticky residue and attach dirt over time. When you call the experts at Zero Res, you're going to enjoy services that stay cleaner longer without dirt attracting residue. And right now, when you mention me, Tyler Ivinson, Sports Animal, you're going to get 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $119. Hurry, book online now at ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, who do you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Need a home loan to buy, build, or remodel the home of your dreams, but not sure what loan option is right for you? Alcoa 10 can help. Their lending team can assist you in finding the solution that best fits your needs. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Hey, Sissy, what are you looking for in an automobile dealership? How about a no-pressure, friendly staff, a huge selection of pre-owned inventory, which incidentally is why it's been called the intersection of selection for over 20 years. How about one of the largest new car inventories in the entire area? And don't forget, they all come with Rusty Wallace Honda's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. Or maybe it's service after the sale you want. If that's the case, then get to our award-winning service department. Whatever your reason, don't wait. Get to the intersection of selection. Rusty Wallace Honda, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
Got a small business that no one's heard of except your grandma? Time for a boost. From Cumulus Boost, the affordable way to boost local search engine optimization and help manage reviews. Cumulus Boost helps local businesses improve their online presence so they're not buried by bigger companies in local searches. Get found, get on the map, and get a boost with Cumulus Boost at cumulusboost.com. That's C-U-M-U-L-U-S boost.com.
Are you ready to turn your outdoor living dreams into a breathtaking reality? Look no further than Knoxville Land Design. From intimate spaces to expansive estates, Knoxville Land Design, with meticulous attention to detail, tailors every project to exceed your expectations and reflect your unique style and personality. Luxury hardscaping, construction, landscaping, design, they do it all, and you can trust them. Visit KnoxvilleLandDesign.com, transforming vision into reality.
This report is sponsored by Russell's Pest Control. Wake up every morning in a pest-free home with Russell's Pest Control's Pest-Free 365 Plus, their year-round preventative pest control program. To learn more and to schedule your $99 initial pest service, visit russellspest.com today.
Scattered showers and downpours will continue as we head through the afternoon. Hopefully we'll get a few breaks, allowing us to see the eclipse as we head closer to about 3 o'clock, but we will keep the clouds rolling in as we head through the overnight hours as well. High temperature today topping out into the low 70s. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jacob Durham.
We started out on AM, then added FM, then a website stream, and now we're worldwide on the Sports Animal app. Everywhere you go, the Sports Animal stream is there. Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on the Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. So Roger in Maryville picked Purdue in both of his brackets, so they can redeem themselves tonight in his mind. Jay has Purdue winning it, needs the Boilermakers tonight for his pool, so there's that rooting interest as well.
You're disgusting. How could you?
You got to pick with the noggin when it comes to the competition.
Yeah, why didn't you pick UConn? That's what I was referring to.
Oh, that part, okay.
Not the fact they beat Tennessee.
We weren't talking about the Elite Eight matchup that they had to get through.
No. So, yeah, it's disgusting that you would pick Purdue after watching UConn play this year.
I did pick, as you were trying to ridicule my pre-tournament predictions, I did pick Tennessee to go to the Final Four. It was close. Missed on that one.
Can't be worse than me picking Florida to go to the Final Four.
By the way, who knows? If Watkins doesn't take that ill-advised three and then foul on the other end, I might have been right with my UNC pick. So technically, I didn't get it wrong. The reasoning was right. The execution was not. We're also on Eclipse Watch right now.
Yeah, we got about, 10 more minutes?
You have your glasses?
Mm-mm. No, I'm not planning on being out there looking at the sun. I saw it a couple years ago. I'm good.
Toady says the refs are practicing blowing their whistles for Zach Edey right now. I think there were only 21 total fouls in the Purdue-NC State game.
I wish they would have called our game like that game. Tennessee probably would have won. Zach Edey probably wouldn't have had a career high.
I'm going to go for 40.
Season high, excuse me. Yeah, it's 40. Yeah, season high. 40.
So do you want another shot at Purdue soon, or would you just assume not see the Purdue Boilermakers in any sport anytime soon?
I want to see him next year.
Okay. Without Zach Edey.
Karen Weekly, you're up. I want the most trusted sports team on the Hill to be the heroes that they are, the sheroes, and go over there and beat Purdue, because apparently nobody else can. Like, the guys can't do it. Football team, basketball team, we can't beat Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, you want something done right? You got to get the ladies to do it.
Calling the big dogs.
That's right.
That's Tennessee softball.
That's right. That's right. Most reliable.
Yeah, Purdue's softball team is 17-18. So,
oh yeah,
I think Karen Weekly's team would do
on
okay.
the way. About to be a run rule.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
It's going to make up for the bowl game and the 2 March Madness games.
Joey in the Borough. I don't give a darn about the whole state of Indiana. The whole state of Indiana. Go UConn.
Yeah, there you go. That'll teach them.
Yep.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, that'll teach them. That's part of being a sports fan. A team beats your team. You want that team to lose. Or you want that team to win because it makes your loss look better. But in this case, I don't care. I want UConn to win because UConn's the best team. Is that Edey talking about somebody? We don't have anything to lose. We the underdogs. Golly.
So you want UConn to win?
Well, I picked them in my bracket.
Okay, so you want to be right.
Well, that's the main reason. I want them to win because I picked them in my bracket.
Okay, so you and about, 30 million other people can be right.
Well, I mean, hey, 30 million people wasn't in this bracket pool that I was a part of.
Okay.
This was a private
bracket
pool.
I got you.
Had to put up some money to be in this pool. Yeah.
I got you. No, if I'm in your position, I would have similar thoughts for that reason. If it also means Purdue doesn't win, I'm sure you're okay with that.
It's just a cherry on top.
Yep. You don't want Kentucky to hire Nate Oates. I think that's understandable.
Or Hurley.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting a really good hire.
I am as well. We'll see how quickly they move, but probably pretty quickly. Today's Monday. They'll have somebody by the end of the week.
That's a long time. This is supposed to be the premier job in the country.
Yeah, maybe by Wednesday or Thursday. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Who knows? The Lady Vols, they had a firing on Monday, hire on Sunday, so that was 6 days.
Yeah, I think
the Alabama football coaching search is kind of as good as it gets.
I don't
as
think,
much as people don't want to hear that, but they went from what was it, 48 hours, roughly, from Nick Saban's retirement on a Wednesday afternoon to Kalen DeBoer being hired on a Friday afternoon.
Was DeBoer number one choice?
I think it can be read a couple of different ways. I think he was one of 2, maybe 3.
You think Kim Caldwell was Tennessee's number one choice?
No.
So, yeah, when you told no, it makes the search longer. I just don't know if Kentucky's going to be told no a couple times. It's Kentucky, right?
Yeah, that's what I think.
I mean, they should have a coach sooner than Friday, in my opinion. But
yeah, it is Kentucky, so don't remove the possibility of some crazy happening. Last time they had to go make a hire, though, they made a great one. I know the last few years haven't gone great. Going and getting Cal from Memphis was a big-time pull.
You know what I want to see happen? I want to see Mitch Barnhart on a plane to California to maybe interview a coach that nobody knows about, and then boosters find out about it, and fire Mitch Barnhart while he's on the plane, and then having one of their former coaches take over as AD, just mid-coaching search, and then go hire somebody. Kentucky's been trying to follow Tennessee and everything else. Might as well follow Tennessee here.
Oh, that did happen here.
Oh, you forgot? You forgot.
No, I didn't forget that one.
When I think of crazy, that's what I think of crazy, Josh. We do it crazy here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
When you're talking about like, oh, we're supposed to have a hire on Friday, but oh, let's get crazy. It may be Saturday. No. You want crazy? That's crazy.
December 1st, 2017.
That's crazy.
That's the day.
Yeah, you want crazy? That's Mark Stoops will turn into the AD. He'll be the AD. He'll say all the NIL is footballs, none for basketball.
That day began with a lot of the conversation locally being, hey, we might be bringing the Pirate to town. The late, great Mike Leach. And then things quickly turned as the morning went along.
I was ready, man. I had a plug to someone in Leach's circle. This thing was happening.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool, man. I'm going to have all the inside. Oh, let's get it. And then
I had a
happen.
Jerry Seinfeld puffy pirate shirt GIF ready to go. I was in the drafts.
I was ready.
I got to use it.
I was ready to go. I didn't necessarily want Mike Leach because I didn't think he was going to be a fit from a football philosophy standpoint. I kind of think running the football is important, but he would have been awesome following and covering.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to do crazy, Kentucky? Top that.
Joe says that Tony Vitello takes offense to Jason Swain's assertion.
Of what?
I guess of needing softball to take care of business.
Softball is the most reliable.
You called in the big guns.
Yeah. They're the most reliable.
Yeah, they've been the top dog for a while. They kept the athletic department afloat in a lot of ways when other programs were not handling their business.
They've been winning since I was in school.
Yeah, and it's been a while.
Yeah, at a high level.
Yep.
No other team on campus has won that long.
Yep. Well before you suited up for the Utah Blaze in the Arena Football League.
I didn't know that was a team.
Tennessee softball was competing for College World Series and national title opportunities. ChatGPT informed us earlier today that after finishing his playing career at the University of Tennessee as a collegiate athlete, Swain also played for the Chicago Bears in the NFL. That we knew about. And the Arena Football League's Utah Blaze.
Wow. I thought that was supposed to be reliable.
Did you have like a Blaze Pizza NIL deal or anything like that?
No, did not at all. I've only been in Utah like 2 or 3 times. Not in the plans to go back anytime soon. Not for the reunion.
We've worked together
with old teammates out there
for
with
now
the
more than 2 years. This is the first you tell me. of your time playing for the Blaze, and you didn't even tell me. I had to find out from a separate source.
Josh, I was just so ashamed, and embarrassed. I just didn't want to share it with anybody. Sorry, man. Sorry. I thought that stuff was supposed to be accurate.
Supposed to be. Yeah, this is a hit. When Swain caught a touchdown for the Utah Blaze, he looked at the quarterback and said, "Utah, give me 2." Wanted another one coming his way. We'll come back, 865-656-9900. More Tennessee football, Tennessee basketball, big picture college basketball, topics to cover. The Lady Vols have a new head coach. It's a big news Monday right here on Josh and Swain.
At Batteries Plus, we know off is not an option. Off is a motorcycle that doesn't start or a phone that won't charge. Life's busy. You're busy. You need to be on the water, on the call, on the road. Batteries Plus has batteries for your car, boat, motorcycle, and more. Plus phone repair, key remote services, and lighting solutions you can rely on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. We took the kids swimming on Saturday. They had a great time. They go running into Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. When we get there, they sprint in. Part of it's because they're a little bit crazy, but also because they love going in. If they don't like going into a place, they're not running in, I promise. They love going swimming at the indoor pool. The summer months are coming up. We'll have access to the outdoor pool. But 12 months out of the year, you can go swimming. If the weather's bad during the summer, you still have the indoor pool available. You also have access with your membership to more than 85 group fitness classes every single week. They help you along the way on your fitness journey. When you sign up, it's month to month, no long-term contracts at Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. And they have many different sports programs, indoor and outdoor tennis. They have pickleball for you, racquetball, an indoor basketball court, and a facility that is top of the line, plus great people in place to help you. It's where my family goes. We love it there at Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center.
This has been a paid announcement.
Hello, friends. This is Kevin Frazier with Frazier's Carpet One, and we're having a gargantuan grand reopening sale.
Frazier's, I like your style.
Carol and I are excited to announce our grand reopening. Frazier's has just renovated our entire flooring showroom and is celebrating with gargantuan savings. Come see Frazier's fabulous new showroom, introducing an entirely new way to buy flooring with cloud-based room visualizers and in-store video imaging. Not to mention gorgeous new displays of carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, high-density laminate, and more. Plus, no money down and free financing for 18 months. If you're even thinking about new flooring, now is the time to call Frazier's at 546-4850, and we'll come to you with free in-home estimates, free in-home shopping, and free in-home design consultation.
Join the sports animal at the Kenjo on Robert C. Jackson Highway to uncelebrate Tax Day with Hershey. That's right, the sports animal will be live with Eric and Brian and Josh and Swain from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday. We'll see you there with the sports animal.
Hey Knoxville, are you looking for a job where you can have a ton of fun and make great money? Twin Peaks is the team for you. Twin Peaks is looking for Twin Peaks girls, cooks, bussers, barbacks, and more. Text TP Jobs to 85000 or apply in person today.
Summer is almost here, and Saturday, April 20th, first time ever, a limited number of lake lots are being released. 2-acre wooded lots from $79.9. Lake lots with covered boat slips from $64.9. Lake cottage package only $349.9. Pickleball, pools, on-site coffee shop, marina, hiking trails, and much more. Call for your private tour. Appointments are limited. Celebrate lake life and make memories. Limited property release Saturday, April 20th. Call 865-408-9992, or better yet, visit lakelivingtn.com. Memories start here.
Maybe you don't think about the Tennessee Department of Correction unless you work here or know someone in our custody. It's not personal until it is. But we think about you. While you are sleeping, our officers are inside, behind the fence, supervising the men and women in our custody. It's not an easy job, but we are committed to making Tennessee a safer place to live and raise our families, because this is our home too, and it is personal to us.
Sponsored by Tennessee Department of Correction.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Final segment of hour number 2 of Josh and Swain. We'll be with you until 3 o'clock with so much more to cover between now and then on 99.1 The Sports Animal, also AM 640 The Sports Monster. And here's a big one to cover that a lot of people are going to be interested in. After he averaged a double-double this season for Arizona, center Umar Ballo is entering his name in the transfer portal, according to Jamie Shaw of On3. He averaged 13 points, 10 rebounds per game for Arizona, top team in the Pac-12, number 2 seed in the NCAA tournament. He's a big fella. Tennessee fans might recall him as they faced off in the previous 2 seasons.
You remember that one scene from Dave Chappelle's show?
Which one?
Where the guy says, let me holler at you, 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 let me holler at you. That's what I'm saying to him.
So this one interests you,
Ballo.
Jason Swain?
Yes, sir. Ballo. Let me holler at you, 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 let me holler at you. We got some things to discuss. We got a big man, but we don't have a big man like you.
I think what knocked them out of the tournament when they lost to Clemson,
they didn't pass to him enough.
The guards did not get the ball to Ballo.
They did not know he existed.
They hoisted and missed a lot of threes. And when they got the ball to Ballo down low,
it's too late.
He put it in the hoop.
Well,
and they got it to him several times late. It was too late.
It was too late. Now, we don't do that here, Ballo. We like to give our post men the ball. We believe in feeding our big men. How many times have you heard Jimmy Dykes talk about the high release that Rick Barnes has perfected with our big man? Put me on the trail, Rick. I got you. I'll bring Ballo home.
I think when all is said and done with the entrance into the transfer portal, that based on Swain's pursuit of said players, Tennessee's going to have to apply for extra scholarships on the roster.
I can be Tennessee Athletics all-time recruiter from the portal. Remember back in the day?
Like the all-time quarterback?
All-time quarterback. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm getting ready to say. Back in the day, you play all-time quarterback. I could be the all-time recruiter. So, Karen Weekly, she needs a baller. I go get him out the portal. Heupel, Rick, Vitello, I got you. Kim Caldwell, I got you. I'm going to go get the players from the portal.
Our friend David Cobb, who joined us in the first hour, is going to have to update his top 50 transfer portal ranking. His top player, who's undecided, is John L. Davis, the guard from FAU.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't picked Michigan yet. Because Golden already committed to Michigan, the big man that was flopping last year versus Uros. He already picked Michigan.
You felt like he was flopping?
Some. Mm-hmm.
A.J. Storr is the next highest-ranked uncommitted player.
I thought he went to Illinois.
From Wisconsin.
I thought he committed to Illinois already.
Did that happen? He's still listed as undecided. Maybe he did. Maybe I missed the news that he's going to Illinois.
Must be Chat GPT again.
Maybe. Yeah, Ballo's going to rank high on this list. So there's a big one, literally and figuratively, from Arizona. Their center, who averaged a double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds per game, entering his name in the transfer portal. College football portal's wild. Dallin Hayden is reportedly going to put his name in there. There will be others as spring wraps up around college football, but college basketball will be something to watch, and Tennessee needs help from the transfer portal, so we will be watching.
Storr has not officially committed to Illinois.
Okay.
That's just the crystal ball. Crystal ball prediction has him going to Illinois.
Okay.
But where's Tennessee in the mix? We got to get in there.
Memphis has added a couple of players.
I don't know why people going to Memphis. Like, you got NIL money, you can buy penny shoes. You don't need to go to Memphis to get free penny shoes.
I had some penny shoes when I was a kid.
Me too. I had 2 pair. I love penny shoes. I love them now. I just can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'd be cheating on Rick Barnes if I did it.
Yeah, you can't rock those right now.
I can't do that. I can't do that to Rick. Mm-mm. Maybe when Rick retires, I'll go buy me some foam posits, but not right now, man. Can't be cheating on Rick like that.
Yeah, flight posits, too. Love those. Remember those? Zipped up. Loved them. 1 hour to go. More Tennessee to cover. 865-656-9900 for you to join us on Josh and Swain.
Time to work smarter, not harder, with a household membership at the Y. While you lift, run, or join a group fitness class, your kids can take swim lessons or start developing healthy habits of their own in youth fitness classes. The Y offers something for everyone in the family with free kids programs for Y members, state-of-the-art fitness equipment for you, and motivating wellness coaches to help you reach your goals. Make workout time family time at the Y. Join online at ymcaknoxville.org.
Vol Baseball is back on 99.1 The Sports Animal. And Ted Russell Ford want to give you a chance to win a porch for you and your crew to watch a Vols game this season. Check out 991thesportsanimal.com and get signed up. And you could be cheering on the Vols from the outfield while enjoying this unique fan experience with you and your friends. So batter up, good luck, and go Vols. From Ted Russell Ford in 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Join Sports Talk Live Tuesday from 6 to 9 at Frazier's Carpet One on Western Avenue and celebrate huge savings. Carpet, hardwood, ceramic, and more. Call today for a free in-home estimate. Frazier's, 546-4850.
Every morning, every evening, we're here.
Remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store, well, we'll even tuck you in.
Hi, this is John with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. I buy several houses per month, and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosed houses. If you own a house and you want to sell it fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
Need a new roof? You need Mo Shingles. Need new siding? You need Mo Shingles. Mo Shingles, locally owned and operated with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and over 100 5-star reviews. Free estimates, moshingles.com, 770-0506.
This is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on the Sports Animal app and website, 991thesportsanimal.com. 99.1 The Sports Animal, the station where the Vols play.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute. So we all knew things were rocky in what I like to call Lex Vegas, and apparently the split has finally happened. John Calipari has filed his papers, and it would seem like you got exactly what you wanted out of that deal, BBN. No more Cal, and no $33 million buyout either. You got your divorce, and Cal helped out by voiding the prenup. I'm Jim Rome.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And in the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is, this never ends. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
Hour number 3 of Josh and Swain begins. One website puts Umar Ballo at number 2. Is that right? In the transfer portal rankings, he is the Arizona center.
On 3.
Has him as the number 2 player in the transfer portal. He is now a coveted player by Jason Swain.
Yeah, he needs to be on the way to Knoxville.
13-10, what he averaged for the Arizona Wildcats this past season. 865-656-9900 if you would like to join us as we begin the final hour of today's show. Swain, we have covered the hiring of Tennessee's new Lady Vols basketball coach, Kim Caldwell from Marshall, was announced yesterday by Danny White and the University of Tennessee.
Yeah, bring on 10.3 or 10.6 threes per game, because that's what her team did at Marshall last year. Iowa was number 1 in the country with 11 threes per game, with the best three-point shooter that we've seen in a very, very long time in the women's game in Caitlin Clark. And Marshall was right there at 10.6. Iowa was at 11. Marshall was 4th in the nation in scoring. So we're going to get points. We're going to get three-pointers. We're going to get press. We've seen her have smaller teams. How does that translate to the SEC? How is she going to recruit the big man, the big lady? She's had smaller teams in the past. Will she be able to roll out a smaller team and make the other team adjust or not be able to? Or will she have to adjust because she's getting exploited in the paint? Like, something's going to have to give. So looking forward to see how she kind of constructs her roster and builds her team and how she implements her strategies.
Yeah, Kim Caldwell's success at Glenville State, Division II, I think speaks for itself, winning a ton of games, winning a national championship a couple of years ago, going to another Final Four. She spent one season at Marshall, had a terrific year, went 17-1 in conference, got Marshall to the first round of the NCAA tournament. They lost badly in that game, but she got them there, 17-1 in conference. I think all that speaks for itself. I don't think we're questioning as much about her coaching ability, what she understands about the game. Our questions are, okay, she takes on a huge job. This is a much bigger spot than she's ever been in as a player or coach. Marshall's the biggest school she's been at before now, and it was for one season. So handling that role, and what kind of help will she receive in terms of the staff around her, the financial support, NIL related, all of that, how that comes together to help her get what she's going to need, and that's elite talent to go compete for national titles.
When you are behind, you can't go the same speed as people in front of you and expect to pass them or be on the same level as them. So if other teams are spending this to get that, then we need to be spending more to get that. Are we prepared to do that? You didn't go out there and pay for the coach to be paid over $1 million. So there's money that you can use to build out a roster. And that's what I'm looking to happen. It should happen. And if it doesn't happen, we just waste our time firing Kelly Harper.
Should Tennessee go match the Big Three's offer for Caitlin Clark?
No.
Okay.
Because we can take that $5 million and go get a left guard.
Yeah, I'm kidding. There,
and some more pass rushers.
Yeah,
and some more running backs and some, secondary help. Just saying.
Yeah, they're going to roster Nico and George McIntyre both for a year, so
just
you have to plan ahead.
Just saying. But that's the thing about basketball. You don't need that amount of money to turn over the roster. And
you need what you need.
You need what you need. But you look at the WNBA salaries and how many ladies made more money in college. I know Hunter Yurchek, he doesn't like that, but that happened. You look at that salary in WNBA, that should tell you, hey, it don't cost that much when you compare it to some of the other sports if you want to flip your women's basketball roster. And if you are one of those programs out here that you don't have the money to compete with Georgia and Tennessee and Ohio State and Ole Miss in the portal, and you want to be a major player in one sport, women's basketball could be that sport for you. Like you can make a huge splash because now the game is more popular. You don't have the money to compete for the college football playoff from a transfer portal standpoint, but you can in women's basketball.
Tennessee has to replace Rakia Jackson.
Yeah.
He's a terrific player.
The top 3 pick.
So that creates some big work for the roster, but the big expectations are immediate. It's going to be, hey, in the next couple of years, we want to see you right there near the top of the SEC. You're trying to catch South Carolina and LSU. They're leading the way. I think that's pretty obvious, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Tennessee fans will expect the Lady Vols to be close to them pretty soon. Next year, no. But in the next 2 to 3 years, for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be rough.
I don't know if that's fair or not, but that will be the expectation.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair in some ways. Some ways it may not be fair. But, like, it's going to be tough because Caldwell's going to be expected to do a better job than Kelly Harper in year one by the people that were Kelly Harper supporters and not happy that she was let go.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know what the expectation was in Marshall year one, but her year one was really impressive. And, again, I recognize it's a different level, but it's all relative in terms of what her team was facing. They had a really good first year. They went 17-1 in their conference. So we'll see what she's able to do. 24 hours from right now, you will hear Kim Caldwell. Her press conference is at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and we will carry that introductory press conference.
When's the eclipse coming? It's still light outside.
I don't know. I have been confused on the timing, so I don't know. Looking out the window, I can't figure it out.
How's that work with the whole – we haven't seen the sun since yesterday. So
yeah, I don't know. It was raining earlier. It's not raining right now. If I tried to offer any kind of suggestion here, I run the risk of sounding stupider than normal. So all I can offer you is an I don't know.
Oh, cool. I'll take that then.
Okay.
That works because that's the same answer I got. If she did that at Marshall in year one, there's no reason why she can't have more success in terms of a win-loss record in her first year at Tennessee if she's given the proper amount of support.
Danny White has a good track record hiring coaches.
I expect a lot because I know Danny White's really good at basketball. So that's my expectations is high. He knows his hoops. So I expect this to be a really good hire. I think it's a really good hire, but I just expect the results to match that. And I think it will. I just don't know when. But I like that brand of basketball. I think players want to play in that style.
Our friend Ben McKee from GoVols247.com noting Tennessee baseball is ranked as the number 4 team in the country by 4 of the 5 major college baseball polls following its series win at Auburn.
Yo. That was an offensive explosion down there on the Plains. Don't try to take credit for Cal Stark. Don't try to do it. I know he went to Farragut. I get it. But, man, he was hitting softballs out there.
Were apologies necessary after that display?
Beating Auburn like that?
Yeah.
Why? No. Ain't nobody got time to be sitting out there all day long watching baseball. Let's go ahead and get this thing over with. Run rule. Cal Stark had enough time to get back to Knoxville as soon as possible.
I mean, that was some Shoes up on the couch, sandwiches out of the refrigerator type activity.
You know, that's one thing I like about baseball, college baseball. If you want to leave early, all you got to do is just beat the team down.
Yeah. Let's wrap this one up.
Yeah, let's get on out of here. Yeah, the game starts at 6. Let's get on to the house.
19-5 yesterday.
Goodness gracious.
And 12-2 on Saturday.
Woo!
Friday, the start was there. Tennessee scored 3 early, but then fell down by a lot and couldn't catch up. Caught back up Saturday and Sunday. So Tennessee won its 3rd straight series in the SEC. Auburn's not a great SEC team, but that's an SEC team, and it's 3 straight series wins. So as Ben noted a moment ago, number 4 in the country by several polls. LSU will come to town this weekend. LSU at Kentucky, Missouri at home the next 3 weekends.
Just checking, man. Just checking all the nooks and crannies right here. Just make sure Paul Skeen's not going to be in town this weekend. They ain't trying to see him. You sure he's not going to be in Knoxville?
He's in the pros now, my friend.
Are you sure?
Don't you worry about it.
Are you 100% sure?
Now, I don't know if his team has a break and he's going to fly in. If
he's not going to play, is he?
I don't know if him and Livy Dunn will be in town to
keep
root on
Paul
the Tigers.
Skeens away. I don't want to see his face. I don't want to see that mustache. I don't want to see his little smirk after striking out 25 batters. I don't want to see it.
Still have Tommy Tanks. That probably doesn't scare as much as
well, he ain't Paul Skeens.
Mr. Skeens.
Yeah, he ain't Paul Skeens.
He was quite a pitcher.
LSU's not as good this year.
No?
Just tell me to get Matt Muscone on the phone. We'll do a little trash talking.
Oh, you're willing to do it now?
Well, I feel good about trash talking now. Yeah, I feel good about it now.
Yeah, they won Friday but lost won Thursday but lost Friday and Saturday at home. So they only took 1 of 3 at home against Vanderbilt, which needed that series as well. So, yeah, LSU coming in a little vulnerable.
Perfect.
Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
Perfect. Where's LSU ranked? What's their ranking? Are they as good as Tennessee?
Let's pull up Mr. D1 Baseball.
Are they ranked 1, 2, or 3?
That they will not be.
Just wondering. Just asking a question here. I'm just doing my job, Josh. I'm asking you a question. How about Wake Forest? Wake Forest in there?
You know what, Swain?
Huh?
LSU, after this past weekend, made the list of teams that dropped out of D1 Baseball's top 25. LSU, NC State, and South Carolina dropped out of the poll. Arkansas, Clemson, Texas A&M, Tennessee, Oregon State, the top 5 from D1 Baseball.
Who's number 1?
The Razorbacks. John Calipari's school.
I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to see Coach Kyle calling the Hogs. When is the press conference, man? I got to tune into this.
I'm going to be curious myself.
This is much.
Be eager to watch.
Must see TV.
Vandy's number 6. Kentucky is number 8 from the SEC. So more big series to go for the Tennessee Vols. But wounded LSU out of the top 25 coming to town this weekend. Swain is dialing up Matt Moscona down in Baton Rouge as we speak. As we come back and invite you to dial us up, you can call or text in at 865-656-9900 on Josh and Swain.
The 2024 NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament has been a great ride with upsets, crazy finishes, and dominant performances. And now it's down to just one more game for the title. Tune in Monday night to hear Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NCAA Men's Championship game right here.
Hear all the action of the NCAA Men's Final from Phoenix beginning tonight at 7:30 on AM 990 and on our alternate stream on the Sports Animal app.
Having a tough time finding the right people for the job? Well, maybe it's time to take a second look at who you're hiring. Look beyond the wall. Unlock talent by hiring someone with a record. They did their time, and now you can take them from justice to a job. Get tax credits, training dollars, and protection bonds. The Tennessee Office of Reentry can show you how second chances work. Learn more at tnworkready.com.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Halmet Aerospace, where your career takes flight. Are you tired of what you're doing and ready for more? Set your future in flight today with Halmet Aerospace in Morristown, one of the area's top employers. And they're hiring up to 100 people right now. You get benefit eligibility on day one with medical, dental, vision, life, and disability, plus 13 paid holidays. Apply online at howmet.com. Several shift options are available. You get a 401k dollar for dollar match and an additional retirement company contribution of 3% of your pay. Start your new career today, over $21 an hour. Howmet's future is moving fast, so they're ready for you today. Help transform the future of aerospace with high performance as we help make quieter, more fuel-efficient engines in airplanes and gas turbines. Join the in-person hiring fair at 5650 Commerce Boulevard in Morristown on Wednesday, April 10th from 3 until 5 p.m. and Saturday, April 13th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Get your career on the right path today at Halmet Aerospace, where your career takes flight.
Good morning, Gerald. Are you ready to do your radio commercials?
I sure am.
Gerald, is that a new phone?
It sure is.
Is that a 17?
Nope, prototype 19.
What? Do you even know how to work that thing?
I sure do. Check out this new feature. Siri, on my phone. Which dealership's got it going on?
Here's what I found. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike in Knoxville has got it going on.
Hey, Siri, you're the greatest.
It's nice to be appreciated.
Now that's a cool feature.
Just like Siri says, Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
A.G. Hines Company, for more than 100 years, since great-grandfather Albert Hines first opened the doors back in 1920, the best construction companies East Tennessee have used their building materials. But when it comes to your do-it-yourself projects, they're also the best first stop you can make thanks to their prices, selection of tools, and their experience. Visit their century-old business on Hines Street in downtown Knoxville. For 4 generations, they've been the area's most trusted supplier with building materials and tools. A.G. Hines Company, building materials since anyone can remember.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store, well, we'll even tuck you in.
Wedby Insurance is Knoxville's premier auto owners insurance agency. Since 1972, the staff at Wedby has made it a point to provide personalized, prompt, and professional service. Whether you need personal or commercial coverage, Wedby Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance can provide you with a coverage that fits your needs and your budget. For your home, your life, your car, or your business, Wedby Insurance will be there for your family. Contact them at wedbyinsurance.com. That's WHEDBEE insurance.com.
If there's intelligent life out there somewhere, there's streaming 99.1 The Sports Animal. Guaranteed. The hottest sports stories of the day broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Thanks for being with us on Josh and Swain on this Monday afternoon. 865-656-9900 for you to join us. Big basketball day with news and a title game tonight. Tennessee's basketball season, everybody knows, came to an end 8 days ago against Purdue, but the acknowledgments and the awards continue to come in for Dalton Connect. Julius Erving Award for Dalton.
Sir?
That goes to the nation's top small forward. That is a national award.
That's a national award along with an All-American distinction, along with SEC Player of the Year. That sounds like 3 out of the 5 necessary criteria requirements for him to be hanging in the rafters next to Chris Lofton. It's weird to think about. It's weird to think about.
What do you think about it?
Rules are rules, right?
First of all, yes, rules are rules,
I mean,
and you've got to have them. Otherwise, you have chaos.
That's what I've heard a time or two. But like, if you go look at the requirements, Dalton has satisfied 3 out of the 5.
How open are they on the National Player Award?
What do you mean how open they are? That's a National Player Award. The Julius Erving Player of the Year. Player of the Year. National.
Well,
small forward.
Yeah, right.
He's the best small forward in the country. No other small forward in the entire country got the award besides Dalton Connect.
He is the only one. It's not Co.
One. He's one of one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a national award. It's like the Doak Walker Award in football. Listen, I'm not trying to sound like I'm Dalton Connect's age or anything. I'm just saying that you can't have the requirements out there and not honoring them.
So does in football, does the Doak Walker, does the Bolitnikoff, does the Outland, does that check off a box? That's what I'm asking. Because I'm curious. Because what it says on the side is Player of the Year, Sullivan, or similar honor. I think Julius Erving Award is similar.
Yeah, it's pretty similar.
The Sullivan Award is awarded annually to the most outstanding athlete at the collegiate or Olympic level in the United States. So that's everybody's eligible.
First team All-American. He did that. SEC Player of the Year. He did that. Julius Erving has to be a national award. It ain't regional.
No.
It's weird because he was only here for a year.
That's what's weird. I got sidetracked with
don't put it on there if you didn't.
Yeah, but it's an eligibility check mark, right? It's not an automatic reception of required jersey. Correct? You have to hit those check boxes to be eligible.
Hey, him and Tony White put it up in the sky. Those guys did it. I mean, I love the number 3. I would hate for number 3, number 5 to not be available.
Those are valuable numbers on the recruiting
trail.
trail.
Those are great numbers. But a deal is a deal. A deal is a deal. I would love to hear the counterpoints, reasons why Dalton Connect's number should not be retired. When you look at the criteria listed right here.
But, yeah, to be clear, the wording is eligible for consideration.
Okay.
And the one-and-done aspect, as great as the one season was, is going to create division of opinions.
I don't see anything in here about how a one-and-done will make you ineligible.
No, not ineligible. Although to some it will. Yeah, because, again, the word consideration means discussion. And I promise the discussion will include some saying, one season?
No, man, that wouldn't be right. That wouldn't be right. You don't say anything about how long you have to be here. Doesn't say anything about having to get a degree. It doesn't say anything about that. You said I would be eligible for consideration if I did 3 out of these 5, and I did it. So you can move that little eligible for consideration out the way. It should be done.
Excuse me, I'm part of the old media. I read what is written.
Okay. You go ahead and consider him and then not do it and see what kind of response you get.
We're receiving a couple of messages saying you have to have Tony White next.
Yeah, I agree. Tony White should be next. And Don can wait a little bit. He'd still be in the NBA, doing his thing for the Spurs or not the Bulls. So,
is the reason you didn't want Dalton to go to the Jazz is because he would surpass your accomplishments as a former Vol?
I would never see Dalton Connect on
in
TV.
Utah.
When's the last time you've seen Utah Jazz on TV, Josh?
I don't see him often.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
I don't see him often.
I haven't seen the Jazz on TV since Karl Malone and John Stockton. They ain't gonna be on TV. Nobody trying to see them. So I don't need Dalton Connect with the Utah Jazz.
Okay. So what do you think? 865-656-9900 with the Julius Erving Award going to Dalton Connect as the nation's top small forward. Do you say put his name up there in the rafters?
You know what I mean? I like
and his number with him, number 3.
I like single digits numbers. I think they need to be available for recruiting. But a deal is a deal. And I was really concerned about Jason Witten hitting those benchmarks and making number 1 unavailable. That made me a little nervous. We need 1 to be available in football.
Were you cheering for the Gators in 02?
Not in 02. Not in 02. A couple years before that. I told you I was a Riddell Anthony fan and Chris Dorn and Jacquez Green. I was a fan of those boys. Ike Hilliard. So then, not 02 though.
So we'll see what happens, but my guess is this is going to be the next great debate for the Tennessee fan base. Should Tennessee retire number 3 for Dalton Connect?
Only 1 year. Whew.
What a year it was, though.
It was a great year.
865-656-9900 if you would like to weigh in. We still have an attaboy to hand out before the next half hour ends. We have Tyler and Will taking over at 3. Top winners and losers out of the weekend as well. Plenty to go. 865-656-9900 to join us on Josh and Swain.
99.1 The Sports Animal is proud to sponsor the Future City Competition Golf Tournament presented by LDA Engineering, April 24th at Iguani Farms Golf Course. Support area middle school students by playing or sponsoring today. Visit futurecityn.org to register to play.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on The Sports Animal.
Tennessee has hired Kim Caldwell to be the next head coach of the Lady Vols basketball team. Caldwell comes to Tennessee after 1 season at Marshall, where the Thundering Herd won the Sun Belt Conference Championship and made the NCAA tournament. Prior to that, Caldwell spent 7 seasons at her alma mater, Glenville State, where she won the Division II National Championship in 2022 and made 2 Final Fours. John Calipari is leaving Kentucky after 15 seasons to become the next head coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Calipari replaces Eric Musselman, who left for USC last week. Calipari wraps up his Kentucky tenure with a 410 and 123 win-loss record, 4 Final Four appearances, and the 2012 National Championship. Tonight, the men's NCAA Tournament National Championship will be decided as a pair of number 1 seeds go head-to-head. Zach Edey and Purdue will take on reigning national champion UConn. Tip-off is at 9:20. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Hey, Vol fans, this is Jonas Adu. If you can't make it out to the game, you can always watch us at Fieldhouse Social with good food, cold beer, and one of the biggest big screens I've ever seen. And I know big.
Fieldhouse Social, just off campus at the University of Tennessee. Sports fans and foodies alike can enjoy a selection of 40 beers on tap and a delicious selection of menu items, all while cheering on the Vols.
Catch Vol basketball at Fieldhouse Social.
Fieldhouse Social, Tennessee Sports Bar, University Commons, right off the Cumberland Strip.
If you want a great-looking fence or secure entry gate that will stand the test of time, you need to call Stanley Fencing and Gate. Proudly serving East Tennessee since 2000, Stanley Fencing can customize your fence. Just tell Stanley Fencing your idea, they bring it to life. offering chain link, vinyl, aluminum, wood fences. They even specialize in secure entry gates to protect your business. For customized fencing and gates backed by a warranty, choose the Stanley Fence family. Call 865-254-3844 or online at stanleyfence.com.
Join the sports animal at the Ken Joe on Robert C. Jackson Highway to, celebrate Tax Day. That's right. The sports animal will be live with Brian and Eric Ainge and with Josh and Swain from 9 to 3. You'll get a free Hershey payday if you got a refund or a Hershey Zero Bar if you had to pay. Enjoy the Granddaddy Pack, $15.99. That includes a Super Granddaddy sandwich, 2-liter Mountain Dew, a bag of Lay's potato chips, and a Super King Reese's Cup. Monday at the Ken Joe on Robert C. Jackson Drive in Maryville from 9 to 3.
Summer is almost here, and Saturday, April 20th, first time ever, a limited number of lake lots are being released. 2-acre wooded lots from $79.9. Lake lots with covered boat slips from $64.9. Lake cottage package only $349.9. Pickleball, pools, on-site coffee shop, marina, hiking trails, and much more. Call for your private tour. Appointments are limited. Celebrate lake life and make memories. Limited property release Saturday, April 20th. Call 865-408-9992, or better yet, visit lakelivingtn.com. Memories start here.
The future of electric is here. Assembled locally in Chattanooga, Tennessee, the 2024 Volkswagen ID4 SUV is truly something to behold. With a striking aerodynamic road presence and a spacious, comfortable interior, it'll transform how you think about electric cars. Best of all, it comes loaded with value. Oh, and qualifying individuals may be eligible for up to a $7,500 federal tax credit on select ID4 vehicles. Find your 2024 Volkswagen ID4 at Harper Volkswagen.
At Lehman Jewelers, we're here to help take care of those tasks on your to-do list that you just can't seem to get done. Hi, I'm Andy Lehman with Lehman Jewelers. Maybe you've been looking for a local jeweler that you can trust, who can clean your wedding ring, repair that broken clasp on your necklace, maybe change a battery in your watch, or something more. At Lehman Jewelers, we have master jewelers at both our Turkey Creek and Maryville locations who can take care of that for you. Do you need an appraisal on your ring? Do you need to consign a piece of jewelry you'd like to sell? Or maybe you need an update to your jewelry appraisals. Our in-house team of gemologists and jewelers can take care of all these things for you. For 40 years, Lehman Jewelers has been helping East Tennessee with all of your jewelry needs. Whether you need a gift for a loved one, an heirloom reimagined, or you just want to treat yourself, our expert team is here for you. Let us help take your jewelry to-do list to done. Lehman Jewelers, your hometown jeweler of choice.
It's time to transform your old, outdated kitchen into the dream space you and your family want. Kitchen Sales can make those dreams a reality. Kitchen Sales carries the largest selection of fine kitchen and bathroom cabinetry that ranges from a more affordable line all the way up to a fully custom line. See the selection for yourself at one of their 2 amazing showrooms, Hoyt Avenue, just off Cherry Street, and in the Town and Country Circle near Best Buy. For more information, go to kitchensales.net.
Kitchen Sales, cabinets and countertops. We are the place to shop. Come on down.
This report is sponsored by InvisibleFence.com. Going stir crazy with your pet? Invisible Fence brand works in any weather so you can stay warm while your dog gets their energy out in the yard. Their local pet experts work with you to create a customized solution tailored to fit your pet. Learn more about how pets like yours gain independence at InvisibleFence.com.
Scattered showers and downpours continue as we head into the early afternoon, then tapering off, and we'll get a break through the overnight. High temperatures topping out into the lower 70s, though, for us. We are tracking even more rain on the way for your Tuesday, which you'll need to keep the rain gear and the umbrella handy. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jacob Durham.
Freedom Motors is your first stop for all your vehicle needs with free 90-day warranties and flexible, affordable financing with local credit unions. See the selection now at freedommotorstn.com.
Keep freedom rolling on down the line.
Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Once again, voted one of the top 25 sports midday shows in America by Barrett Sports Media.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. We'll hand out an attaboy and attagirl coming up in just a moment. Thanks to Native Design in the Native Nursery. Multiple texts saying, put his number up in the rafters. Talking about Dalton Connect last segment with him getting the Joyous Irving Award, a national award for the nation's top, I guess it has to be the nation's if it's a national award, top small forward to go along with his other accomplishments. Assuming that would be accepted, that would meet the criteria to have his number retired. We did have a note from Corey saying retire the jersey, not the number.
I mean, I'm cool with that because I like to keep single digits available, but that wouldn't be right. How do you retire the jersey but not the number? If people keep wearing the number.
I mean, that is something considered by Tennessee. That's right there along with the criteria that is mentioned for the number retirement. That's always been a confusing idea to me as well, jersey versus number. But that is something that is suggested. Maybe that's in between. But others saying you can't hold it against Dalton that he was just here for 1 year.
Yeah, we can. He should have gotten the portal earlier. He should have committed to Tennessee earlier.
Well, I think if he knew that he could, he would have, based on the comments he's made here.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
By the way, the items that are available to hit, if you hit these, 3 of the 5, you become eligible for consideration for your number retirement according to Tennessee.
Silly.
SEC Player of the Year, a national award, Player of the Year, Sullivan or similar honor, first team All-American, a career record holder in a significant category as determined by the committee at the UT, SEC, or national level upon the completion of your career, and the 5th is winning a national championship.
Too much gray area, man.
There was some gray area.
Too much gray area for me. Like, it should be black and white. If we play 10 games and I get 100 yards in each game, I'm a 1,000-yard receiver or a 1,000-yard rusher. It's not, well, you know, if you get 100 yards in 10 games, you'll be eligible for consideration to be a 1,000-yard receiver.
But against the group of 5 teams you play, you have to hit 125 yards. Yeah.
I mean, just I'm not a fan of the gray area language there. I mean, we are not going to see a season like Dalton Connect in a very long time. Very long time. And let's not pretend like we've seen him a lot here at Tennessee. Now, if you want to make the requirements more difficult like they are in football because we're used to having more great players, then fine, you can do that after you take care of Dalton. But Dalton clearly did what he needed to do to go in the rafters, and he needs to go up there after the Wizard, Tony White.
Andy asks, is it smoky gray area?
It depends if you go up in the mountains and, you know, find that same gray.
I think we have to catch a couple of people up. We've had a couple of texts coming in saying, what about Chris Lofton? Got to retire his.
Huh?
They did a year ago. Number 5 went up. Maybe it's because it was a game to forget. It was a Saturday to forget. Tennessee stunk the bet against Kentucky that day. But Tennessee retired number 5 a year ago for Chris Lofton.
They probably asked Chat GPT, and Chat told him that Chris Lofton's jersey wasn't retired yet.
Yeah, that's a good point. As I'm sitting here next to 41-year-old Jason Swain, according to Chat GPT, which let us know that Swain played for the Utah Blaze of the Arena Football League.
My birthday was in March, apparently, too.
Missed
it. Had a crazy party.
Happy belated.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, man. Crazy. It was a crazy party. And it was so crazy I don't remember much of it.
Yeah, well, At 41, you'll start forgetting more and more as we move forward. Before we move forward here on the show, we can't forget to hand out today's Attaboy and Attagirl. We hand out both today, and every day we do so thanks to Native Design, which has opened the Native Nursery for contractors and landscapers, nativetn.com. It was an active weekend. It's one of the great events of the year every spring, and that is the Covenant Health Knoxville Marathon. So, Swain, today we're handing out an Attaboy to Adam Chase, a Kingsport native, who is the men's champion, covering the 26.2-mile course in 2 hours, 34 minutes, and 37 seconds. And we hand out an Attagirl to Peyton Meskey. She is a former standout runner at Webb School. She won the women's race in 2 hours, 44 minutes, and 40 seconds.
Wow.
Both have connections to the University of Tennessee, as Meskey ran track and cross country. And then Chase ran cross country at ETSU, finished grad school at Tennessee. So you have the VFL connection to them, but what an accomplishment. They win the Covenant Health Knoxville Marathon. So Adam Chase and Peyton Meskey, awesome job going out there to run. And everybody else that participated. You run a marathon, you run a half marathon.
You're a winner.
You put in the time for the 5K on Saturday, whatever you're trying to do to hit a goal for yourself. That's a big deal, huge deal. But we hand out our Attaboys and Attagirls to the champions of the men's and women's races, Adam Chase and Peyton Meskey.
Have you ever won a marathon?
I have not. I've completed one marathon.
What's the best?
The best
finish.
Like the fastest? Or
same thing, yeah, best finish, fastest, whatever.
I don't know. That's a good question. World record.
No, yours.
Oh, mine.
Josh Ward's.
No, see, I don't want to say that one out loud. I finished my marathon in just over 4 hours. 4:04, I believe is my time.
What place?
I was a ways back. I ran.
I was a ways back, but I caught that Uber. And then I was closer.
Yeah. I ran mine in Nashville. It turned out that the idea of just stuffing a bunch of chicken Alfredo, like Michael Scott did right before the race started off, was not the correct idea. So that caused me to lag a little bit. But I've done, I think, a couple of half marathons, one full marathon, and it is taxing.
Yeah, but like the feeling once you are done, man, feels like you want it.
Indescribable.
Yeah.
Yep. A lot of people experience extreme emotion going through 26 miles of running. So it's quite a task. So to win
it's like winning the Super Bowl, right?
Is crazy to me.
Does it feel like winning the Super Bowl? Kind of like beating Kentucky in the regular season, like Kentucky fans said.
Similar, yeah.
Or South Carolina football fans. Remember they said that this past year we beat them?
Yeah, that was what Spencer Rattler said, right?
Yeah, Spencer Rattler said it was our Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh. Yep.
You haven't forgotten, huh?
I'm trying to forget stuff. I just can't. I just store those things and hold on to them. Super Bowl. Yeah. But yeah, Attaboy, Attagirl to the marathon winners, for sure.
Yep. We hand out an Attaboy to Adam Chase, an Attagirl to Peyton Meskey, and congratulate everybody that participated. Also, a shout-out to Jason Altman, who does an incredible job, he and his team, to put on the marathon every year. It's a big deal for Knoxville, and we hand out Attaboys and Attagirls every day thanks to Native Design, which has opened the Native Nursery for contractors and landscapers, your one-stop shop for plants, trees, and landscaping materials, including boulders, flagstone, mulch, and more, located at 3473 Louisville Road, just 5 minutes from the Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit. NativeTN.com is the website. Call 865-310-3256 for Native Design. We come back for a final segment, Power Poll, top winners and losers out of the weekend, and our final segment of Josh and Swain.
Halmet Aerospace, where your career takes flight. Are you tired of what you're doing and ready for more? Set your future in flight today with Halmet Aerospace in Morristown, one of the area's top employers. And they're hiring up to 100 people right now. You get benefit eligibility on day one with medical, dental, vision, life, and disability, plus 13 paid holidays. Apply online at howmet.com. Several shift options are available. You get a 401k dollar-for-dollar match and an additional retirement company contribution of 3% of your pay. Start your new career today. Over $21 an hour. Howmet's future is moving fast, so they're ready for you today. Help transform the future of aerospace with high performance as we help make quieter, more fuel-efficient engines in airplanes and gas turbines. Join the in-person hiring fair at 5650 Commerce Boulevard in Morristown on Wednesday, April 10th from 3 until 5 p.m. and Saturday, April 13th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Get your career on the right path today at Howmet Aerospace, where your career takes flight.
Join us for Mission of Hope's first annual Sporting Clays Tournament, Friday, May 17th at Iron Mountain Sporting Clays in Kodak, Tennessee. Your participation in this event will directly support the Mission of Hope College Scholarship Program. Help our students break the cycle of poverty by breaking some clays. Register a team or become a sponsor today. Go to missionofhope.org for more information. That's missionofhope.org. Help Mission of Hope make a difference, one clay at a time.
Vol Baseball is back on 99.1 The Sports Animal. And Ted Russell Ford want to give you a chance to win a porch for you and your crew to watch a Vols game this season. Check out 991thesportsanimal.com and get signed up. And you could be cheering on the Vols from the outfield while enjoying this unique fan experience with you and your friends. So batter up, good luck, and go Vols. From Ted Russell Ford in 99.1 The Sports Animal.
For the love of Tennessee at dawn. For the love of the fight. For the love of having nowhere else you'd rather be. For the love of Tennessee. Travel safe. Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Hi, this is John with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. I buy several houses per month, and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosed houses. If you own a house and you want to sell it fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
When you're preparing for your presentation, what you say matters. Your delivery matters. The quality matters. Your image matters. So trust Image Matters, Knoxville's most respected office technology dealer, to create the image you want. Image Matters is locally owned and operated, offering total document output solutions to fit both your needs and budget. From multifunction printers to production printing, backed by customer service that's second to none. To learn how Image Matters can help you, visit imagemattersinc.com or call 865-212-3600. Technology you need, people you trust.
The Sports Animal Stream now has streaming-only giveaways. Listen daily to The Sports Animal Stream for keywords to text in for a chance to win.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Back for the final segment of Josh and Swain. Thanks to Joel Silverberg producing today. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. You can go back and listen to any of today's show. That includes David Cobb of CBS Sports talking about tonight's title game, the opening now at Kentucky. Where do the Wildcats go? We put a bow on Tennessee's basketball season with David, who raved about the accomplishments of Tennessee and said, hey, Danny White has a good track record of hiring coaches. Gets a benefit of the doubt in hiring Kim Caldwell. We'll see what happens next. She'll meet with the media tomorrow. We'll carry that for you at 2 o'clock. But you can go back and listen to any of today's show or any show that we do anytime on your favorite podcast platform, thanks to Beatty Chevrolet.
It's a new era. Lady Vol basketball. Looking forward to seeing the roster that she builds, and I wish the season started right now. What a fun women's basketball season it was. So, high flying, well, I won't say high flying, but fast pace. Shots will be flying from three. How many players will stay that's currently on the roster? How many players will come in from different schools? Will Kim Caldwell bring any players from Marshall? We saw Kentucky make a huge move hiring Brooks over there from Virginia Tech, and he brought his star point guard with him. So we'll see how it all plays out for the Lady Vol program moving forward.
UConn is a 7.5-point favorite against Purdue tonight.
Go Huskies.
Chris Fallica, the Bear, you may remember from Game Day, now works with Fox Sports.
He don't be getting nothing right.
He notes this.
He don't be winning, Josh. He cost me a lot of money. He owed me some money. Call him up.
I'll send him a DM and let him know.
He owes me some money.
Now, he doesn't make a pick here. He just makes a historical note.
I'm just kidding.
The only matchup of two number 1 seeds in the title game that had a line greater than 6 points was Duke-UConn in 1999. Duke was a 9.5-point favorite in that game. UConn won.
What are you trying to say? Purdue's going to win? Because we know that's not happening.
He also notes that since that game, there have been 6 title games with this big of a spread in the 7.5-point range. All 6 favorites won, and all but Duke covered against Butler. So I guess if it's Duke that's favored by this amount, take the underdog. Otherwise, ride with the favorites, which a lot of people will for UConn tonight. We'll find out. 9:20 Eastern Time is the scheduled tip-off. 9:20.
Cool with me. My kids will be asleep. They won't be, Daddy. None of that. I get a chance to watch the game in peace. And cheer on the UConn Huskies tonight.
What's a husky sound like?
I think the same as a wolf pack.
I think that's pretty good.
That's me.
Our power poll, we have our top winners, top losers out of the weekend. Jason Swain, it was an active sports weekend. Would you like to lead us off with your list?
Start with the loser of the weekend. That is former Texas defensive lineman Trevontae Sweat. My man was a player of the year in the Big 12 this past year, Outland Trophy winner. But for some reason, as he is preparing for the NFL draft here in a couple days, thought it was a good idea to drive while intoxicated, and he was booked into jail after his arrest. Just not a very, very smart decision at all. Not me. I'm not gonna get caught. I can do it. No, you can't. It's you. You're gonna get in trouble. So, just a really poor decision by him. Winners include, how about Arkansas basketball, man? Losing Musselman, a guy that went to Elite Eight twice, Sweet 16, and you replace him with someone who lost 2 out of 3 years in the first round. But hey, he's a guy who won a championship, and he's gonna bring a lot of NBA talent there. That's a good thing. South Carolina.
Sun is shining in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and you go and throw some shade like that.
I'm here to speak facts, Josh. That's what the show is all about.
New media member, Jason Swain.
That was an old media move right there. How about the women's South Carolina team winning their championship undefeated season? The baseball Vols, my goodness. Offensive explosion. Their series win versus Auburn. Sent everyone home extra early because of the beatdown.
All right, winners from the weekend. I put Caitlin Clark number 5. I know she didn't win the national title. She got Iowa.
Good job. She didn't win a championship. She's not a GOAT. She's not one of the GOATs.
To the title game, and Don Staley said she is among the women's game GOATs.
That's it.
And
she is.
At this point, trying to enter any kind of greatness debate with Caitlin Clark just feels like a fool's errand. She's an all-time spectacular talent. And what Don said about how she's carried the weight of everything, the burden, I think maybe,
yeah, she's done.
Is right.
She's been great.
Akshay Bhatia winning this weekend and getting a spot into the Masters. That's a pretty nice way to finish up a weekend. Nelly Corda. Listen to this accomplishment for Nelly Corda. World number 1 won the T-Mobile match play to become the first player in 16 years to win 4 straight LPGA Tour starts. That's quite a streak. South Carolina, though, undefeated season number 1. My loser for the weekend, these baseball pitcher injuries. Bieber from the Guardians, Cy Young favorite maybe, goes down for the year. Spencer Strider, CAK Spencer Strider, elbow issues. They fear that they've lost him for the season. The Yankees lose a pitcher. Not a good start for baseball, these key arms that have gone down. Hope the best for Spencer and trying to get back as quickly as possible. We need to get out. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. We appreciate you hanging out with us today with so much to cover tomorrow. More Tennessee talk. You'll hear from Kim Caldwell on the show at 2 o'clock. Get ready for the orange and white game coming up on Saturday as game week will continue.
Practice.
We'll see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster.
Get your glasses, folks.
When you have sports mixed with your pop culture, along with humor and celebrity interviews, your earbuds are enjoying The Rich Eisen Show.
Dan Orlovsky, are you still a Jaden